What are you gonna do? I pressed the button.
Oh, you pushed a button?
I pushed the button a while ago.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze like 1,000 times today. I ran out of allergy medication. Oh.
Oh, good.
Yeah, just get ready to say breast tissue again. Just get ready. Okay,
Yeah.
I am spamming
Bot's gonna have no context.
everybody with stuff and things.
Stuff, things, and junk and stuff.
Come watch us resist making dicked jokes for a few hours.
I don't even know if we're gonna get there though.
Well, then we'll successfully resist. Under
like
promise,
how-
over deliver.
I like how Discord shows the bottom half of your face as the thumbnail. Wait, why is yours different than mine?
What do you mean? Ours is the same.
Look at my stream announce channel and then look at yours stream announce channel.
Oh. I don't know. Whoa.
Oh, because you put the dub like a
Juicebox,
fool.
you have been live for less than a minute and making
And
dick
Twitch
jokes.
apparently has a different hover card based on whether you have dub or not.
Are you satisfied?
Your jank ass website
Wow. Hey.
that we're streaming on.
Hey, it's not my website. I own a very small, tiny piece of it. If you have a problem with your cookie consent options, though, then I'm your gal. Okay, let's see. Alright, satisfied. Thank you so much for resubscribing for 28 months. Holy shit. That's actually a shocking long time to be a tier 3 subscriber.
It's one whole ass pandemic.
That's like a Patreon worth of money. Like you're a real patron, my dude. Where's your plushie, Anthbonk?
Oh, you didn't tell me to be.
Yeah, God, this man needs to be told to cuddle a squishmallow every day. To be honest, if I weren't here, would you cuddle them at all? Or would you just leave them up on a shelf?
I mean,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you keep your plushies up on a pedestal and not getting any love?
well.
Wow.
They get love by being within proximity.
I mean, I guess all of these guys are mostly neglected.
Yeah, they're just props.
Well,
in
they
your
have
background.
each other. They have each other. Look, you know, they're their own community. I'm pretty sure they've formed their own commune. you
Yeah?
know? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everybody fucks everyone? Is that how it goes?
Why would you assume it's just because it's a commune that it's a free love commune?
Oh, I mean,
It could be like a
name
like
a commune that isn't.
I don't know. Like, is that the only reason why people form communes?
Aren't they always
They,
for sex things?
No, sometimes it's for like communism and like socialism and
You just made that up because it says commune in the beginning.
no, a lot of people, it's like, you know, everyone works and contributes and everyone owns everything, you know?
And?
And they all have a lot of casual sex with one another. I mean, well, you know, it's safer to do that in groups, like in closed groups, you know?
Okay, yeah.
It's definitely safer to do in closed groups.
If there's no, outside links.
It's true. And assuming everyone is like of age and of like ability to consent, which actually ends up being like a really big problem for those kind of places.
Why do you know this?
Well, actually, there was one in my hometown, and I was friends with people in it.
Oh.
Yeah, they were affectionately referred to as the purple people. Because they lived in like this compound, and the biggest like home building on the compound was purple, was painted purple.
I'm just thinking Mitch Hedberg jokes.
And I
He
didn't,
has a line that says, "To hell with purple people."
yeah, I didn't know that they were like a sex focused commune when I first started like hanging out with them. But they would.
Until they handed you a condom and were like, let's fucking go?
Well, first of all, no, because I was like 15.
Okay.
But they invited me to like these They would invite me to these parties.
Sex parties?
They were not sex parties.
They were just parties that had a...
I can imagine a world in which the experiences that I had have been considered grooming, but no one ever like crossed the line with me, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Except for that one dude on IRC.
No. I mean like of the purple people.
Oh, of the purple people.
Of the purple people. So I would go to these...
When purple people don't cross the line.
I would go to these things called Mark Group, is what they would call it. And it was a series of social experiments where you would like play a social games with each other. And one of them was like the hot seat. So you would put someone in the center and then everyone would rapid fire ask the person in the middle questions, like really personal, deep questions. And then like, as a result, you would feel kind of like high as the person like in the hot seat because there's just like so much social attention on you. And there was another game called Mimicry where you would pair off and then someone would tell a story and then the other person would have to mimic what you were saying. It was really weird. I don't know. Anyway, it turns out that group of people, and yes, Trevor, this is Northern California, so you're probably thinking of the purple people that I'm thinking of.
See, we just did spin the bottle and never have I ever.
Well, they made money by giving sex classes. Like couples sex classes. So they would like one of their classes that they...
Oh yeah, now thrust here. Caress gently with the left hand. What the fuck are these sex classes?
Well, a lot of it's like, oh, how... Well, okay. There's one class that was like unpacking the female orgasm, you know, like how to have like female focused sex basically.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I don't know. I think a lot of it was like weird coaching and stuff. But
Got it.
you know, my parents found I was hanging out with them and they were not happy with the whole situation. So I was foreboding after like a year of having friends in this group.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But there were definitely like underage people living with them that were like sexually active for sure. But like when you're 15, like a 17-year-old seems so mature and you're like, they know what they're doing. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
They haven't been groomed into this like really scary situation. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway,
okay,
couples.
fine. You've convinced me. Communes are only for sex. I've been convinced.
Oh, is the chat in sub only?
No. Is it? Pizza's not a... Oh, he's a moderator.
Oh yeah, it was in sub only. Why'd you put it in sub only?
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
It wasn't in sub only last time.
I know. You
How
have
did it get into
unleashed the
sub only?
hordes. I don't know what I did. I didn't do it. I must have...
Then who did?
I don't know.
I don't think Pizza did.
It must have been Pizza. He's the only mod here. Pizza, how dare you?
We would have seen the message, right?
That's true. Welcome, Jihad. Welcome, Lamine. Hello. Welcome, everybody. It must have been me. I don't know who it was.
He's just taking
Honestly,
the fall
I
for
do a
you.
lot of tests in my own channel for stuff. It could have been something I did on accident.
Most likely. Or you could blame it on Melky.
Hi, Lindsay. Hello. It's probably Milky's fault. Let's face facts.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad that no one talked during my weird conversation about almost joining a hippie commune that was very sex focused when I was a child. You know, it's fun.
Well, I mean, you live in San Francisco or Bay Area, so it's not all that different now.
Honestly, you're not wrong. Like, SF Tech is sort of a giant sex cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With emphasis on the hippie.
We should write, like, tech erotica. Wait, I think it would be very funny. Be like, And then
I saw him from across the room on his Lenovo laptop, caressing his mouse clit. I longed for more.
Even like she slowly started unzipping her Patagonia puffer jacket. Okay, let's do a review.
He reached into his Trader Joe's bag.
She wrapped her lips.
The Stripe branded condoms that I've been storing.
Oh my god, no. Do you really have Stripe branded condoms?
Well, it
Stop.
wouldn't surprise me if tech companies had branded sex stuff.
NYU used to have their own condoms. But that makes sense because NYU also had their own STIs.
What?
Yeah, NYU had their own like strain of STIs. It was a whole thing. Hi, Monswan. Hello. Welcome back. Hi, Jihad. Jihad, are you in multiple streams right now? How many? Speaking of free love communes. Jihad. Proprietary STIs is true.
Did they have like crabs with like economic degrees or something?
There's a you know how like colleges have sub schools within them?
Yeah.
There's an entire school at NYU where every person makes up their major, so every major is unique. So people will be like, oh, I'm majoring in like, you know, I can't even make half of things up because they're just so weird. They're like, I'm majoring in like dance movement of the 1920s, and you're like,
Harry Potter studies.
What is there to learn about that, buddy? Actually, there was. I mean, I'm sure all colleges around the time had Quidditch teams. Okay, let's do tuple review.
Yep. All right. Show me two different ways to make an empty tuple.
Oh well, it's a tuple. An empty tuple?
Yeah, an empty one.
Okay. Empty tuple 1 equals that.
Right. See what happens. Okay, you got one of them.
Okay. Empty tuple 2 is equal to that.
Right.
No! Is there a second way to do this?
Admittedly, the second way is a little bit, you have to think outside the box given what you learned.
Think outside the box given what I learned.
What is the premise of the stream? We're teaching Juice some Python.
Is it
the first we
this?
are reviewing? Oh, yeah, that is one of the ways.
Is that the third way or one of the two ways?
Well, I was actually expecting you to build it from an empty other thing. And I didn't expect you to remember that you could pass 0 parameters to tuple. But yes, those are two valid ways to make a tuple. Sweet.
What is the premise of this stream? I thought she was a product manager.
Just because she does product means that she can't do the cons.
Actually, okay, so the premise...
you're a French major, that means you can't speak Japanese, you're fucked. Impossible.
A lot of us do code. A lot of product managers do code. And when I say a lot, I mean more than 0. You know, I think there's generally like a 5% chance that a product manager codes.
Oh, you drink alcohol? That means you can't smoke weed. Sorry.
So I taught myself, that was my point. I assumed most PMs were developers at some point. No. I feel like that's much rarer than you think it is.
Yeah, most devs make really shitty product managers.
Most product managers come from like business or operations backgrounds or design or project management. I suppose it depends on the company. Yeah, so at Twitch, we technically are supposed to, if you're in core product, so if you're in like video and stuff like that, you're only supposed to hire PMTs, which is what I am. I know how to code, I just don't know anything about Python, which is what this is about. We're gonna learn we're gonna learn Python. Isn't that fun? Okay. Okay, what else do you want me to review?
All right, show me a one element double.
A one element tuple.
Yep.
One tuple equals. Okay.
All right, now what happens if you remove the comma? What do you get?
No. What do you mean? What do I get? It still works.
Is it a tuple?
Is it a tuple?
And don't cheat yet. Tell me if it's a tuple or not.
Yeah, it's a tuple still. It's not? Is it just an int? It's just an int variable?
It's just you just parenthesized an integer.
Oh, then yes, I knew that.
So what makes something a tuple?
What makes something a tuple is that it is. What makes it a tuple?
Yeah. What part of the syntax makes it a tuple?
It's the comma.
The comma.
Yeah. You're a comma.
Comma.
I say tuple too. I don't know why he says tuple. Hey, are you a tuple? No, you're a tuple. I say tuple because then you can't make any tuple loophole jokes. If you say tuple.
Tuple jokes?
Tuple isn't as funny. What company do you work at, Lemnine, where all of the product managers are developers? Because I've worked now at...
Hell.
I've worked at Google, Pandora, and Twitch. And at all three companies, I would say 95% of the product managers did not know how to code.
Milky's here.
Hi, Milky.
We were talking about you earlier. Only bad things, promise.
We were wait. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay.
All right.
We're ready to go on the list.
What? Well, let's do a little bit more review. Like, what's one thing that I like about doubles?
One thing that you personally like about tuples.
Yep.
You like that they are. Sorry. This would be such a weird quiz question. What do I personally like about tuples?
But I made a big deal about this last
I
time.
have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because you can spread and splat them?
No.
Is it that you like that it's immutable?
Yes.
Yeah.
What does immutable mean?
Immutable means it cannot be modified. You love that. That's your favorite.
Yeah, it is. You're joking, but yeah, it is.
It would be nice to have worked at those three places. Pandora was the best of the three to work at, hands down. I was at Pandora from 2011 to 2016, which were the best years to have also been at Pandora. I saw the rise, but not the fall.
Speaking of the fall, you want to hear something wild that I got in the mail today?
What?
There's apparently a class action lawsuit that is suing Lyft because their IPO went so poorly.
Oh, wow.
Apparently I am entitled to damages.
Did they just value the IPO? Is that what went poorly?
So apparently the lawsuit has already been settled, and so technically that means that what they fought for in court isn't necessarily true or false, just that
it's settled.
Lyft decided to pay out money instead of taking the lawsuit to its conclusion.
Yeah.
But Lyft paid $25 million so that they weren't forced to be proved that some of the text in their filing misrepresented the business.
Yeah, I could see that being true. Okay, you want to keep on asking me questions about this, or do you want to?
You're the one that went off topic.
Did I? I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. This is probably good enough.
Okay, cool.
All right. So on to lists.
It's an array. That's all I've written.
Yeah. So unlike tuples, the comma isn't what makes the syntax. It's the squackets.
The squackets. You can create a list with squackets.
Mm-hmm.
What? Someone asked Django versus Nest. That's such a false question.
Is Nest even a... Do they mean next?
I think they mean next, which is weird, but I mean, those aren't even like the
That's
two...
how you know that somebody is asking just like such an inane question. Doesn't even deserve to be answered because they have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Oh, that's mean.
And it doesn't fucking matter. The answer does not matter.
I mean, the answer
doesn't
does
matter
not
what
matter.
tech you use.
It's true.
Just start your project.
That's true too, but
if you're gonna waste time trying to figure out, oh, should I use Django or Flask? It doesn't fucking matter.
well, no, you could be nice and be like, well, what do you like? And then you figure out what they like.
But
and
it
then...
also doesn't matter. What I like does not matter. I'm not going to prescribe my way of doing things to other people. I'm going to let them make their own decisions, and the best advice is to not fucking worry about it and just start writing code.
Yeah.
If you find something you don't like, you can always change it.
Yeah.
You're never like locked in.
Yeah. No one's forcing you to do anything. Yeah. Yeah. Is this a bad time? No. Hi, Wilfred. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Oh god,
Oh.
the drop game. I haven't seen that in a while.
The
It's
drop
good, it's
game
broken.
is like not on top of anything.
It's halfway on top. Also, why is it so low frame rate?
You know, I don't know. I've been noticing that for a while, actually. Maybe they updated it and I need to change the browser source. Can you guys say what you were talking about me, please? I'm small.
Oh, we were just blaming Melky for...
No. We were
Twitch
just
being
talking
broken.
about how we think you haven't been lifting enough and it shows.
True.
Yeah.
True. You've been skipping leg day, Melky. You got those little twigs down there. What's up with that?
Oh, it's so toxic. It's like the most toxic thing you can say to a guy who lifts.
You're right.
He's gonna be like in his bedroom, just crying, looking up where to buy fucking steroids. Nest.js is a thing, is it? I've never heard of Nest.js ever.
It still doesn't matter. Of course it's a thing. You could fucking put any noun and then the word JS after it and it'd be a thing.
Butts.js. Butts.js.
I'm sure there's Butts.js. I'm sure, you could write a data framework in Butts.js.
Milky has such a big heart, legs don't matter. Milky's coming to town in like a week and a half, right?
Did I tell you about... I didn't tell you because you told me to save it for the podcast.
Tell me
The
about
not
what?
podcast.
This is not a
My-
podcast.
My thighs problem.
What is your thighs problem?
So I told you I bought chairs, right? Did I show you my chairs?
Do your thighs not fit in your chairs?
So
What?
when I sit down at my kitchen table and I scoot the chair in,
Oh.
it lifts the table up. And I thought this was not just a me problem. So like my dad, my brother came over and I was like, man, I got one problem with my chairs. I'll let you just sit down in them and you can tell me what the problem is. And they both sit down in the chairs and scoot them in. They're like, seem fine to me.
Well, you know what they say about thick thighs?
That they save lives.
They save lives. One day you'll be able to like, someone will be like trapped in a car accident and then you'll use your thighs like the jaws of life. And you'll like
Squeeze their
you'll pry
skull
open.
between? What are we doing?
No, like the door will be trapped and you'll be able to pry the car to open
do
with
the,
your
the
thighs.
prying method. Okay.
Yeah.
Not the squeezing. Got it.
Because thick thighs, they save lives. I think the worst thing you can say to someone who lifts is you have asymmetrical muscles. I think the worst thing you can say is, like, tell them that their form is bad.
You'd be like, Melky, why is your right forearm so much larger than your left forearm? That only works for dudes, though.
I don't know. It depends.
I do like this NYU Crabs JS library. I hear that's the new hotness. React is so last week.
I did go to school with the
God,
Olsen
you're not
twins.
programming in NYU Crabs?
I did go to school with the Olsen twins. Okay.
Speaking of NYU Crabs.
We all know why the right arm is bigger than the left. Roar! Look at all the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can create a list with squackets. You want me to create a list with the squackets?
Yeah, well, how do you make an empty list, I guess?
Empty list is equal to squackets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
New list is equal to... Are you satisfied?
I satisfied, yeah.
Okay, what else do you want to teach me about lists? Should we just go to PyDoc? Singular?
Yeah, sure. But you can also construct a list from an iterable, just like you can do with a tuple.
You can... From a what?
An iterable.
From an iterable... Just like a tuple.
I satisfied came out from looking.
Wait, what happened?
I was so mean.
Juice, I see you're off your country twang thing. Anthony appreciates it.
Don't remind her, it'll come back.
What country twang thing?
We'll start thinking about it.
What are you talking about? I don't have a
get-
country twang. You just ruined Anthony's night.
Can I, Wilfred?
At I
Good one
satisfied,
job.
they were satisfied.
Wait, Wilfred, you haven't seen the newest fucked up clip. I don't think Juice has seen this one either.
Hi, pizza, by the way. Melky, I love your muscles. You have perfect muscles. They are beautiful. You are a you're a beautiful man. Does that work? You are a beautiful man.
Okay, what does that slash mean?
Oh, wait, I gotta look this up. Hold up.
Are you watching the clip?
I'm trying to, but there's something weird with my OBS where it'll open things in Edge.
Oh yes, this Widow Crash is my friend.
This little quass is my friend. You just oohing it over here? You just a little bit of an ooh boy?
I was just talking about how friend class is such a goofy thing in C++.
Anthony, you're 32.
I'm not 32 yet.
Wait, you're 31? You're only 31? Was that
What
true?
year is it? 2023? Yeah, I'm only 31.
Wow. Wow, when I met you, you were so young. You were 29. You were a little
Yeah,
baby.
now I'm
You're a little
fucking
babby. You were a little baby. A little. Okay, I'm done.
You're done being exactly 30?
I'll be exactly 30 until somebody finds my birth certificate and proves me wrong.
Or what does slash mean, Juice?
What does slash mean? It means everything to
Yeah.
the left of it has to be positional.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember stuff. Yeah.
Alright, describe the signature of list.
Okay. It needs to you create it with an iterable. It takes one parameter, and that's an iterable, and it can only be passed positionally. And it can only take one iterable, just the one.
It can only take one?
It can only take positional iterables.
It can only take one?
It can only take a positional iterable
Or?
or two positional iterable.
No.
What? Or a named iterable? What do you?
What does the fucking equals do in there? What's that part doing there?
Oh, or a tuple.
No.
Wait, what? What is
What does
this?
equals mean in a signature?
What does equals mean in a signature?
Yep.
It means that it needs to be passed.
Like, what if that said iterable equals 5 instead?
Oh, it can be passed as a function? I'm scared. What are you asking me? Hi, Girl Box. Welcome,
But first
welcome.
you must say hi to Girl with Box.
Oh, bye, goodbye. Go pass out. Have a good. I love your face too, Danny. It's the best one. Bye, bye,
It's like-
bye.
9 p.m. Where are you going to... What?
You don't know her story, man. Maybe she's been awake for like 48 hours. You know? Maybe she ran like 13 miles today.
Okay. I mean, I don't judge. Going to bed at 9 is fine.
She's also, I think, East Coast. Oh yeah,
I know.
it's 9 East Coast. Oh goddamn.
Yeah.
I've been awake since 3. Oh, pobrecita. Go to bed. Go to bed. I don't know what equal means in a signature.
It means that it defaults to a particular value.
So it defaults to an empty tuple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are the possible calls to that function? Either one positional argument or
Nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes one positional argument or nothing. Yeah.
He falls to some nerd shit.
You're a nerd.
Or can you lift some weights instead? See, I lifted my entire body instead.
Your entire body?
Yeah.
When?
Yesterday and tomorrow.
Does that mean you did pull-ups?
No, I went to go climbing.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay.
Get an unbalanced per in there.
I have an unbalanced paren, yeah. I'm missing a parenthesis.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Alright, so the cool thing about lists is they support all the same things as tuple, but a few more.
Ooh, okay. Should we go through everything or just go through the ones that are different?
Let's start from the top and we'll point out all the ones that are different.
Okay. Do you want me to describe what everything does just to make sure that I know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, add will just concatenate a list to something.
Okay, show me an example.
Oh, I have to show examples.
Well, this is an important kind of annoying thing.
Okay, so if I do like list 1 equals 1, 2, I would do list 2 equals 3, comma 4, and then I do print list 1 plus list 2. This will print out 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Oh, underscores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. There.
And typically Python people would put spaces around the pluses and spaces after the commas, but... wait, no, don't exit out of that. Now you gotta type the same shit again.
Python people,
You can
Python
press up a few
people.
times, actually, just to get a list. What happens if you add a list to a tuple?
Add a list to a tuple. List 1 plus 1, 2,
What should happen before you press enter?
I think it should work exactly the same. Like it'll create a list. The object type will be a list.
Will it create a list or will it create a tuple?
I think it'll create a list.
Why a list? Why not tuple?
Because the first iterable is a list.
I feel like you're guessing. Python tends not to guess.
It doesn't like that. It won't let me do it.
Yeah, Python tends not to guess.
I see. So I'm using my weak type brain, and Python is not a weak type language. It's a strong type language.
Right.
Oh. Well, some of us have weak type brains because JavaScript broke our brains, okay? Okay?
A weak-brained fool.
Milky, how much
This is
weight
an
are we
Astro
talking
with-
about?
This is stock cable.
How much
But it's
do you
the
think I
fancy
can
color
put
stock
up,
cable.
Milky? I want you to guess where I'm at right now, and I'll tell you how far off you are. Do all the powers. So squat, press, and deadlift. I want you to
Pretty
guess my
sure
numbers.
Juice could squat your ass, Milky.
I want you to guess my numbers.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to guess all 10 digits.
Okay, so I was wrong. So it's we type stupid.
Okay, now what happens if you add an integer to a list?
I think it probably wouldn't let me because of types.
Because types?
Because types. Yeah.
Seems fine. Ooh, alright. Thanks.
Writes your password. All my passwords are bad password. Like that. That's my passwords.
I wonder where you stole that one from.
From some weirdo on the internet.
Some fucking nerd.
A boop. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay.
Why your boops are so cheap? People could just spam boops all stream.
I think there's a cooldown. Mr. Wilfred, are you here? You must follow the instructions carefully, or else you will not receive your boop in a timely fashion. First of all, please sit up straight with your head high in the air. Your back must be straight, your feet must be flat on the ground, and preferably
What if you're
your knees make a 90-degree angle with the ground.
What if you're short?
Get a shorter chair. Okay. It's important that you have your nose in front of your face. So if your nose is behind your face, just scooch it on up. Scooch it on up. You ready? Yeah, there's no waiting. It's happening. You can't stop the boop machine once it's started. Okay, Wilfred, get ready to receive your boop.
Bop.
Did you like your boop? Did you enjoy your boop?
Oh, now there's a fingerprint on your camera.
No, there isn't. I didn't actually touch the glass.
I know.
Look, boopers can't be loopers, okay? You get one. You get one.
A boop hole loophole?
The boop hole loophole. Okay.
Okay, so the first new thing that you'll learn in lists is that double under del item there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how often you'll use this, but let's define a list.
Mm-hmm. I have a list one. Okay.
It has to have a couple of elements in it. Let's put some more elements in it.
Okay. Okay.
And you're gonna type del space, and then list underscore 1 bracket 2.
Okay.
And then you're gonna press enter. And now you're gonna look at list 1.
It deleted the second index.
Yeah, that's what del item does.
Okay.
You don't really use this all that often. You use del even less than this. This is probably the most common use of del.
Does it actually... What kind of deletion happens here?
It just removes it from the list.
So it actually destroys it. It doesn't just remove like a pointer or something.
Technically what it does is it decreases the reference count to the item at number 2 and then moves everything to the right of it over.
Got it. Understood.
So it is possible that the item is deleted if it has only one reference at the time.
Got it.
But there isn't really manual memory management in Python. So it doesn't really make sense to think of it as like delete as you would in C or C++. Not that you have C or C++ context.
I mean, I think it's just important to understand because I feel like delete kind of functions differently in different contexts, and I just want to make sure I understand it.
Is there a delete in JavaScript?
Yeah, but it just deletes you can only delete the pointer to a variable,
So just
Edit.
makes the name no longer exist.
Yeah, and then, I mean, that shit stays in memory for like ever though.
What do you mean?
Like if you create a variable in like a browser instance, like in an environment, and you delete something, it just deletes the reference, but the thing is still in memory. You just can't access it anymore unless it gets garbage collected, which is not a given in every environment.
Yeah, Python's the same way.
Okay. That is good to know.
I guess Python technically doesn't state that things are reference counted, but in CPython, that's how it works.
Cool.
So like, PyPy is an alternative implementation of Python that doesn't necessarily use reference counting. Most of the time it does not. Sometimes it does.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Equal?
Yep, mismatched brackets there.
I did not.
You did.
Oh my god. No, the squackets. I need to bend the squacket. I'm sorry, squacket. Are you the only person you know who uses the word squacket?
Where's X?
Where is X? You know, together, do you guys run a squacket racket?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope you guys can hack it as a squacket racket.
Oh, you know, we whack at that racket.
I don't want to punch my screen because someone donated short, but then
Clearly, you
just
need to donate
$100
and 1 cent.
That's what you gotta do, Jihad. Look, I'll even show you what you can donate to. It's trees for the future. What is your money gonna do? It's gonna make trees for when? The future. Yeah. Okay.
Imagine if we could make trees for the past.
That'd be amazing.
The
That
fuckery that we're in
would
right now.
fix everything. If we could just. Why not team trees? Oh yeah, one of my favorite video games of all time. They do that. They can travel through time, and then they have a robot friend, and they just leave their robot friend in the past and have him just like plant a forest. And he does, and they go to the future and like pick him up because he's a robot. And I'm gonna get that tattooed to my body, actually. Is that?
Nerd.
I'm not a nerd. I wanted a Chrono Trigger tattoo forever, and I decided a long time ago that I wanted it to be related to that storyline. So I want so many tattoos. I want like 100 tattoos, and I don't have the time or the like.
When you getting your full back tattoo?
Never. I'm probably just gonna fill up my arms, to be honest. My forearms first, just like fill in all the space between the tattoos.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I already have 2 ankle tattoos, so maybe like grow on those. But I kind of want to leave my torso intact, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just
You're
like
not gonna get heart nipples?
I'm not gonna change the shape of my nipples. I feel like they're fine the way they are. You know, they do a good job. You know.
Yeah. All right. IAD. That's the next one. This implements the plus equals operator. It stands for in place add.
Okay.
So I'll go over into a REPL and show me an in place add.
List 1 plus equals 6. This probably only works with other lists, right?
I think this one might work with things that aren't lists, but I don't remember.
It didn't work with an integer.
Try with a double.
Is it a
I can't remember
tuple
whether it's plus
loophole?
equals. I think it's plus. I think it's an extended.
Wow, Jihad, thank you. $1.01. Thank you for donating to charity. It's really great of you. Thank you for $1.
You had 40 cents of that is going to a credit card transaction.
I'm so glad that you did that for charity. I'm sorry, no. Thank you, Jihad, for donating to Trees for the Future. I appreciate you. And you know, the sun, the entirety of the sun might not be shining out of your butthole, but like, I don't know, maybe like one of those LED keychains. The LED lights on the keychain. Maybe that's shining out of your butthole right now. It's like a little mini light. Just like, oh, how am I going to find my keys? And then Jihad just drops trowel. Spreads them at the ground. Like, oh, I can see. I can't. Except it has low battery. Thanks, Jihad. I appreciate you. Try it with a tuple.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you've done this twice
It worked.
on stream, where you will just like talk and not actually type anything, but while you're talking, you nervously type a D and then backspace it over and over and over. You just like type a D, wait a second, and then backspace it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Okay. So it
I'm
does
just.
work with couples, which is a little bit weird.
Sorry, I would say I'm just trolling for D, but yeah. Tuples work. Is it any iterable works, do you think?
It's any iterable.
I mean, does it say that? No.
No, it just says plus equals.
Okay.
And I think the reason that it does this is because it's unambiguous that the left-hand side is the plus. It is a little bit weird though. I feel like it shouldn't do this because you would think plus equals is just the same as equals and plus, but it's not.
Yeah, you'd think, right? Yeah. You'd think, for sure. I agree. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. How are you doing? How's life? Good?
It's going.
Going?
Yeah.
What is that? What does that mean? What's going on with you?
I don't know.
Are you if you had to rate your happiness on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you be at right now?
3.5.
3.5?
No, I don't fucking know.
That's really low.
It's fucking 1 to 10.
What? Whoa, 3.5 is really low though. I would say like the lowest I get is like 4. 4
Oh.
is like my depression.
Is that now your 1?
No.
So now your scale's just 4 to 10.
No,
You're
because
not
there's
fully utilizing your
because
scale.
there are levels of depression, right? There's like I am depressed, and then for me it's like I'm depressed, and when I'm depressed it's like hard to enjoy the things you like. That's like my base level of depression. And then there's like a whole 4 basement levels below that of I'm like not functional, you know, like
Do you want me to ruin the word basement for you?
I don't know if I want you to. I think I'll pass if that's okay.
No, we're gonna ruin the word basement for you.
Okay, fine. Ruin the word basement for me. Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I already did it.
How? How did you ruin the word basement for me?
Go ahead and look. Oh, you're right. You don't read your chat.
Oh. What? I'm I'm never gonna see that. I'm not you. I'm not gonna giggle every time I say the word basement because the word semen is inside of the basement.
Oh yeah. Well, what about the word advertisement?
What's in it?
Yeah. What's an advertisement?
semen again? What is wrong with you? Are you okay? This is something that a 13-year-old boy would be really excited about discovering. Like, what? It's like, yeah, there's like there's 26 leathers, Anthony. There's such a finite combination of these things. My man came prepared with a table of words. Okay, I think I understand.
Okay, but yeah, I
IAD.
was thinking, like, why would you say your lowest is a 4? Like, my gut would be to say that 1 is the saddest I've ever been and 10 is the happiest I've ever been, and that would be how I would do my scale.
Yeah, so 3.5.
Otherwise, you don't have a
But
reference point
3.5
for
means
anything.
you're depressed. Is my point? Like, you would consider yourself depressed right now. Because 4 or below for me is
Yeah.
depressed.
But have you ever been a 1?
Yes.
Okay.
I have been a 1. I know what a 1 feels like. 1 is like you're being held at a mental facility against your will. That is a 1 for me. That is like the lowest point of my life.
Okay.
That's
so
my
when
1.
you said the 4 is the lowest you've been, that was a lie?
No, I'm saying I was trying to say 4 is where I think depression starts.
Oh, okay.
Like, and then 1 is like the worst version of depression you can be, right?
Got it.
So if you're at 3.5, according to my scale, you are currently depressed. Which is,
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
oh, do you need a hug? Do you
I
want to teach me more words that have semen in them?
I don't know anymore. Just those
Oh,
two.
I'm sorry. That's okay. I'm pretty awful feeling actually right now too. I'm at like a 4, maybe a 4.5 right now. I had a tough weekend.
Yeah, you did.
I had a really tough weekend.
Okay, so we did IAD. What's
I
next?
add. Next is I mull.
Yeah, what do you think that one does?
I think it multiplies it
Yeah,
in place.
multiply.
I'm not really sure what this will do actually.
Yeah, you're right. Exit, God, drugs, sex, and Python.
You guys should not be sad because we are sad. It's actually, if anything, you should be comforted by the fact that a large amount of success and money will not make you happy.
Wow, that was the most fucking pompous shit you've said in like any stream.
I know.
Oh,
I
yes.
know. I know. But
The
it's
amount of success and money that I've had still means that I'm still sad. So you too can be happy because we are still sad.
I don't know. I mean, like, because when you're a kid, you kind of assume like, so I was like dirt broke in my like, teens, 20s. Because I left home at 17 and like kind of like just I was like, gonna do it by myself now, I guess. And I thought like a lot of my problems would just dissipate, if I could just make rent reliably every year. That's untrue. That's untrue.
Well, I think some tech bros would say that money does buy happiness because they have copious amounts of coke.
It's true. He's not wrong, chat. Okay, I don't know what this will do, to be honest.
Well, do you remember what multiply did for doubles?
It would just concatenate the same list to the list over and over, however many like integers you do. So let's just print 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 twice.
Right. Press enter.
I will. What? I didn't like that.
Yes, that is because it is a statement. It is not an expression.
Ugh. That's what it did. List 1's crazy now.
Yeah, so lists also have multiplying, but they have an in-place multiply because they are mutable.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
assuming in it.
Yeah, you can skip that.
Initialize.
That's how
Okay,
it
we
gets
hate
initialized.
that. We hate you. Iter?
We hate that. We hate you.
Does this just iterate over it?
What does it mean to be iterable?
It means that it can be iterated over.
It means it can get looped, son.
Yeah. So this just means that this is loopable.
Yeah, you can loop over it.
Okay. Less than length, or less than or equal to. Yeah, we know these. Multiply, we know. Ne not equal. Repr.
Yep. What does repr mean?
Represent.
Yep. Representation.
Yeah. Okay.
It's what it looks like to the programmer.
What do I look like to a programmer? What? Look, Poles, the rich can be sad too. It won't make us happy, but it'll get us from a 4 to a 5. Yeah, I would say that, like, it definitely, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, since I stopped being poor, I haven't been below a 3. I think that's actually.
Behind a exit yet.
Oh, bonjour, croissant. Does that work? Bonjour, croissant, le croissant.
Exit tout fromage.
Je suis au nanana. Je m'appelle Anthony. There, that's like all the French I know. Qu'est-ce de fromage? How can you be sad when microdosing MDMA every day? I have I've actually never done a psychotropic. Does that mean
what?
I've never done a
What's a psychotropic?
psychotropic?
Oh, tropic.
Psychotropic.
Yeah.
I've never done one. Not
I did
even
ecstasy once, but it didn't do anything.
not even less true. That's because your brain's broken, hun.
Yeah. It's true. That is
And that's how he figured out he had ADHD.
no, I already knew by that point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it was wild because a bunch of friends and I did ecstasy and then went to the club and they had a great time and I'm just like
You're like
these
stop
strippers are
touching
sad
me.
and you guys are having a great time, but I am just
Jonas.
extremely sober in this experience.
I'm always, because I don't drink and I generally don't do any drugs. That's actually true. Like, I'll occasionally smoke weed, but like very infrequently. I'm often the sober one, just sort of watching people be drunk or high. It's not a bad experience, in my opinion.
Well, it is when you're at a sad San Francisco strip club.
I've never been to a strip club. They seem sad.
I hear they can be fun.
I mean, like, if you're drunk, everything's fun. But, like, I don't know. I feel like there's probably a very small percentage of strippers that love their job. You know?
I'm sure. I don't think it's a small percent.
Really? You don't think it's exactly the experience you get when, like, going to any retail store, but instead of them being kind of mean about your fashion sense, they're really upset that they have to take off their clothes for you? No. You know?
I mean, my
I'm
gut
just
feeling
picturing
is that
what my life would be like if I were a stripper.
yeah.
I would,
well,
like,
my
hate
thought is that more than a small percentage enjoy doing it, and that's why they do it.
Huh. Okay. Maybe my, like, mental model of what a strip club is like is not correct. We're having the drug talk? Yeah. I'm actually a good girl.
You're a good little girl.
Stop it. No. I mean, I don't drink. I've never done anything harder than weed. Ever. Stop it. You guys stop infantilizing me. I'm the streamer here. Stop.
Hey, you're the one that told Chad a couple streams ago. Like, you let that cat out of the
I don't know
bag.
what you're talking about. I have a literal phobia of losing control. Taking Adderall for my first time at a party and having a peaceful brain moment was a weird experience. That's also how my roommate in college figured it out. Because she was like, I have to cram for this final. I don't know what to do. And then my other roommate was like, you should try Adderall. And she was like, oh.
And then she cleaned her entire house.
No,
and did all
she
of
was
her
like, I
dishes
feel like
and folded
totally
everything
normal. She's like, is this how other people feel? She said the thing that she noticed the most was prior to having taken Adderall for the first time, if two people were talking at the same time, she could never understand what was happening. Or if like there was a loud noise in the background, she just wouldn't be able to hear people talk. You know?
That might just be a sensory thing.
Well, she said Adderall helped with that, so. Hi, Daniel. Is your mental state due to withdrawal? What does that mean? Yeah, so I have the shitty Asian gene that makes it really hard for me to digest alcohol. So when I drink, I get really red in the face, and then my skin gets really hot to the point where I break out in a heat rash, and then I just puke at some point. That's like who I am.
Yeah, after like 4 or 5 sips.
I think it takes like half a beer to get me to puke. It does not take much. And because I've had this condition my whole life, I've never built a tolerance to alcohol. So even when I do get a little drunk, I get very drunk. Like passing out everywhere drunk. So it's pretty bad. And then, you know, when you don't enjoy drinking, it makes you not want to do a lot of the other stuff either. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know, like
butt stuff?
I mean, probably. I mean, drinking would probably help with that, to be honest. But, like, I don't know, like, because I don't like drinking, like, I never wanted to try harder drugs. It's weird. It's like, it's just like, I've never wanted to do, like, anything. So, I use a small amount of THC and CBD to get me to fall asleep at night because I have bad insomnia, but that's, like, the only thing I ever do. I love Tech Women. For that, I followed you. What? You can't just love all women in tech. We're a whole spectrum of human beings. Some of us are fucking monsters. Some of the worst people I've met in my life have been women in tech. Don't give us like a +5. We don't deserve it. I have sad alcohol. The few times I get tipsy, I always end up in depression. Oh, les quexantes. Pourquoi? Pourquoi les quexantes?
30, 70, sad, happy drunk.
People who don't drink don't do butt stuff. I mean, I guess we could just make that like a rumor. I'll just assume that that's true. Okay. Reverse, we know. Armol.
No, we don't. We don't know that,
reverse?
which is weird. So I actually don't know what's going on here.
What do you mean?
So reversed is a thing you could call on iterables to get a reversed iterator. And so if you do like 4i in reversed list 1.
Hold on. Is it reversed with an ED at the end? No, it's reverse, right? Oh, it is
reversed.
Reversed list 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just do print I.
It hates that.
You need a colon.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's a loop. Loops, brother.
You're a loop.
You get indent because it's a block. There you go.
Okay.
So that works. Now, do with a tuple.
Do with a tuple?
Yeah, do with a tuple instead of a list.
It would work with a tuple. Why wouldn't it work with a tuple? Because it's not like you're reassigning anything.
Right, I agree.
Why don't you say tuple? Huh?
Because I don't.
Where'd that B come from? Get out of here.
I think you did Control V and then, yeah.
Yeah, it works for a tuple.
Which is weird, because look at the pie doctor.
I can't. We have to shame this guy. We can't let him get away with this shit. I like tech woman because every flower has its own essence. Okay, I have been on this earth now for 30 some odd years, and I have never understood this like weird obsession comparing women to flowers. What is that?
I think it originally comes from like Shakespearean time.
I mean, it comes.
If flowers, someone is.
Yeah, it comes from like this weird concept that we need to be pollinated. But I guarantee you,
needs to be stolen.
You'll never find a woman who is impressed with that. And if you do, run, because
they're trying to suck the semen out of you to steal half of your money.
Just run in the opposite direction. Just don't, and also don't compare women to flowers. That's so weird. I'm a human being. Just the number one issue I found the number one reason why I haven't wanted to date a lot of men in tech who have wanted to date me is because they don't think of me as a fucking human being. It's this really weird thing that happens.
So earlier you were saying, what do you think men think of me? And
that's not what I said.
It's roughly what you said.
What do you think programmers think of me? You filled in men.
Okay.
Whoa. We just found some implicit bias.
Sure.
No, you said it's how it's represented to the programmer. And I said, how do you think I'm represented to the programmer?
Continue.
Anyway, you sure this isn't a Ruby stream? Because off the rails. Well, I mean, I'm not going to not address someone comparing me to a flower and saying all tech women have their own essence. You just can't. You can't just let that sit. You have to talk about how that kind of behavior is why women are so uncomfortable in tech a lot of the time. You know?
When you just come out and say that you want to sniff their panties, yeah, that's a little fucking weird.
Small talk programmers are very misogynistic because they think women are objects. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Python and JavaScript also.
It's just like you have to remember that your mom's a person. You guys remember that part, right? Like everyone has a mom.
That is such a wild concept.
Well, I mean, like your mom's
mother is a person.
Your mother is a human being. Why is it so easy for you to contextualize your mother being a human being and then other women being human beings? That's because you don't want to have sex with your mom. I mean, maybe you do. I'm not going to judge. But generally, you don't want to have sex with your mom, and therefore you see her as a human being. I just want you to, like, temporarily extend that goodwill to me as a person, you know? Some people have two dads or no mom at all. That's true, too. But I mean, like, you know, any female in your life, any woman in your life that you don't want to have sex with, just imagine I'm that person, and then just extend the belief that I'm a human being, a fully formed human being to me, and I will like you a lot more as a person.
The instructions unclear. Juice is my mom.
Oh, I broke both my arms. Help!
Mommy.
How am I gonna wash my hair in the shower? Okay, so reversed.
Okay, so look at the PyDoc for tuple and show me where reversed is, which is what I'm confused about.
Returns a reverse iterator over the list. What do you mean?
Go to the PyDoc for tuple.
Oh, for tuple. For tuple, you mean?
Yeah.
Aren't most flowers hermaphrodites?
All of. I can't think of any that aren't.
Yeah.
Okay, so find reversed in here, which is why I'm confused.
Oh, it's not in here.
Yeah.
Interesting. But it works.
Yeah. My guess is that it's specialized at the C level. I guess I could look up how it works. My guess is that it's specialized for sequence types, and List probably has a fast path, and that's why it's implemented there, but I'm not super sure.
How the fuck do I leave PyDocs? Am I crazy?
Q. It's a feature.
Q. Oh. I think I scared off. I think I scared off our new friend Daniel.
Taught him something about himself that he didn't want to know.
I mean, it's
He
just,
bubbled up that hidden misogynism.
I mean, just no one wants to be compared to an object in general, right? It's a weird thing to be like, maybe me being like, all men are like cars, or something. Like, I don't know, or like men are like lawnmowers. It's just so weird. Every time I watch these streams, they're absolutely unhinged. What? What's unhinged?
That's the point, right?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, if they were just like, let's learn Python, you guys would be fucking bored out of your brains.
And now we are going to learn the list type.
Yeah.
The list type uses a left square bracket followed by a comma separated list and then
Is it weird that I'm more attracted to you right now?
You want me to teach you binary on my hands too?
Shut
I'm
up.
real good with my fingers.
Stop! Stop. JBH and Thong, best duo for real, for real. We're pretty likable. You know, I was talking this weekend about how I should visit you and we should make content in person.
Okay.
We could do like a 24-hour stream.
Sure.
All of us men are like cars, very easy to turn on and need someone to navigate us to not crash and die.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so list has a specialized double under reversed method, but any sequence in Python automatically becomes reversible.
Oh.
Simply by having a length and an index. And the reason that tuple doesn't have a reversed and list does is because lists are mutable, which means if you grabbed a reversed iterator and then mutated the list, it needs to know to invalidate that iterator. But since tuples are immutable, it doesn't need to have that special bookkeeping to know whether the list changed or not.
Okay. Got it.
That's why reverse just kind of works for tuples. There aren't any other immutable sequence types, so I don't know that knowledge is actually relevant, but now you know.
I understand. Sorry, I'm just writing this so I don't forget it forever.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Does it?
So in my latest video, I refused to say the word rust and instead said the word roost. And so many people lost their fucking minds in my comment section.
All the roostations? How dare you! Roostations is a terrible pun.
I'm just gonna do this in every video. I'm just gonna pick a word to fuck up intentionally.
I mean, you already do that.
Yeah, it's true.
In your life.
I also got 3 people to DM me that Big Sword was misspelled. That's the most I've gotten in a single video.
Hold on, Daniel's about to I like this. Every flower has its essence. Oh, they have unique skills. I don't see women like objects, but I know we need women in tech if we want more new things in tech. I see a post on LinkedIn that a woman made chest GPT.
Does chest GPT? Does it just like generate titties? That sounds awesome.
I don't know if a single woman made chat GPT.
A single person did not make chat GPT.
I'm gonna guess it was a pretty large team. It was many people.
Hundreds, if not 1,000 plus people.
I mean,
do you think there is titty GPT?
I do think that, like, I think a lot of men, I've seen this a lot of men think that the way to get more women in this space is to, like, follow their work and become, like, fans of their work. But, like, if you're not a fan of the work for the merit of the work, you're not doing a very good job, I feel. You know?
Yeah.
You can't just like me. You shouldn't follow me because I'm a woman. You should follow me
Yeah.
because you like my content, and that's it.
Do you remember when
And you should
that
make me
one
feel.
dude?
And then I think the best thing we can do is make women feel comfortable by not like pointing out that they're a woman and that you follow them for being a woman, so that more women will want to enter the space. If that makes sense. You know, like
Do you remember?
sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think the people that make me come back to creating content are people who treat me like a human being. that's like it. Like, if you treat me like a human being, if you like me for my content, I will come back and keep making content. I think when you tell somebody I'm following you because you check this little box for me, this box being like, hey, I should go watch women. That's not what makes me come back. I guess that makes sense. So like, anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. I do remember that guy who said he would no longer watch any white male streamers, and then
listed 10 white women.
and then listed 10 white women that you should go watch, which is like, I'm sorry, it's that whole thread was very weird.
It's wild because
like
I saw that
it's
same
extremely
person.
misguided.
I saw that same person in an extremely sexist white male streamers chat the other day.
Oh really? They just gave up on that.
I guess.
I'm solely here because you're a woman. Thanks, I satisfied. I know you are, you sick fuck. I followed you because you were the type of person I would be a friend with in real life. See, that's the kind of shit that would make me come back. Reading stuff like that. Thank you, Death Guru. I appreciate that. Watch 30 minutes of Woman for Quota. I'm not saying that, like... First of all, Daniel, I'm obviously not saying you're a bad person, right? Like, I think a lot of people will take any amount of feedback and say like, oh, you're saying I'm a bad person. That's not what I'm saying, ever. I was personally raised in an extremely misogynistic, conservative household. And it took me a long time to learn what was wrong with the way I was raised. And I think it takes a lot to figure out how to unlearn a lot of bad shit from when you're a kid. And I think it's really, personally, I think we should be a lot more... Why did the music stop? We should be a lot more tolerant of people who are learning and trying to learn. I see a lot of, like, you know, lashback against anyone who says anything that people perceive as, like, not perfectly progressive or whatever. When I think, like, you know, you should take those moments to try and teach people rather than just like shit all over them. I'm not trying to shit all over you. I'm just trying to explain, like, it makes women uncomfortable to say I watch you because you're a woman. And that, like, that's the kind of behavior that would make a woman feel not comfortable in this space and not want to continue making content. So
Yeah,
while
it has exactly the opposite of the effect to you.
yeah. So while I recognize you're saying that to try and say, like, oh, it's great that you're, like, a woman in this space and, like, we need more women in this space, like, that's not, like, really the way to go about it, I think. Anyway.
It's almost more negative than
End spiel. That was my spiel. Hi, Ched. Hello. Okay. I think we're done with the magic stuff. Wait, set
we?
item?
Yeah, we did not do set item.
Do you want to do set item?
It assigns a position.
It assigns a position?
Yep. So you know how we did get item, and we've done del item. We have set item.
I see. So what if I do, like, list? Well, let's see what print list looks like right now.
You also don't have to type print. You can just do list _1 and the repo will show the representation.
What?
And that's what the repper's for.
Rebel, what? Juice repair your best install? Le accent. It will all be French. Are you in a band? I was when I was younger. Not anymore.
Did I just assume that Death Guru is Wolfred, and I've been wrong this whole time, and it's actually not Wolfred? Oh, it's there's two people. See, got it.
It reminds me of that scene from Silicon Valley when they hire Carla and Jared makes a big deal that she's a woman. Or when there's like the weird expectation for the two women they know to be friends. Did you see that episode? Like,
I have only watched part of one episode.
there's like one episode where they only know two women and they introduce them and they're like, clearly you two must become friends, and it's like really fucking awkward and weird. Everyone has an opinion. I like the environment where women are in the team and I feel safe and calm. Well, women aren't on your team to make you feel safe and calm. I'm sorry. Like, that's not why we're there. We're there because we're individual human beings with our own careers and our own goals and our own ambitions. Like,
My mom just sent me a video. There are 34 deer on her yard. He counted them.
that's pretty cute.
34.
What did you play in the band? I played the bass. I played this exact bass. I've had this bass since high school.
You slept at a base?
I slapped at the bass. And I sang. I was the lead singer too.
Yeah.
Okay, make Juice insult you.
As if we don't do that the whole
Yeah, that's like
stream.
literally our entire stream. Lick Exalt. Lick Exalt. What can I say about Lick Exalt? I think Lick Exalt. I think.
Did you know she's the queeb?
What is a queeb?
It's like weeb, but for Korean.
Oh. Oh no. You're that kind of self-hating French. You're the kind of self-hating French that practices like K-dance moves in her bathroom. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, that was it. That was the insult. Got recording somewhere? Unfortunately, the answer to that question is yes. You want to know something weird? So we used to sell CDs like at like shows and stuff. And like 6 years later, someone texted me that they were babysitting. Like, so this is when we were already in our mid-20s or whatever. That they were babysitting for some family, and they found our CD, like in this random person's office, and I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, but yes, there is recording evidence that I was in a band.
You could also the discography.
You could just force me to play a song. I'll play a song for you nerds if you have enough points. Did they what?
You can force me if you have enough points. Ha ha ha. Wars.
Ha ha ha. Polls. What's MYST?
The markdown thing.
Sorry, what were we doing? Set item? Okay.
Set item, yeah.
So we do like set list 1. If we do
no,
like.
No, you just do an assignment, normal assignment.
Oh, it's just like list 1, 4. Like that. We'll just create empty space between. Do you know what I mean? It won't.
Try it.
Okay. I see. So it has to exist.
Great.
Okay. I feel like that's not how it works in JavaScript. I think it just
Correct,
fills it with empty.
Arrays in JavaScript are sparse arrays, which means it just sort of magically fills in everything with undefined.
This
That's
is
also why if you access out of bounds in Python, you also get, or in JavaScript, you also get undefined.
Mira Murati. This is the lady. The creator seems so bizarre. I feel like you could never have something. Oh my god, Time has so many ads. What is this? Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna read the article, but I'm pretty sure it's impossible to attribute ChatGPT to a single person.
Yeah.
And anyone that claimed that they are the sole creator of it is.
It makes you immediately suspicious of them, right?
It makes me know that they're a liar.
Well, it could be
And
the
that they're taking
journalist could be
credit
a
for what
liar.
other people are
The
doing.
journalist. Let's be clear. The journalist is more likely the liar here.
Sure, unless they have a direct quote.
She's the CTO of OpenAI. Okay. I understand now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the title is clickbait.
Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
journalist sucks. The title is clickbait.
Yeah.
Rarely does a CTO actually contribute to the tech or something.
I don't know. It depends on the size that OpenAI was, right?
Sure.
But I think
But,
OpenAI is a pretty big company. I think they're in the several hundreds at this point.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say like, you know, the
Yeah,
CTO of Lyft made the
Lyft.
app.
You wouldn't say CTO of Lyft is the creator of Lyft.
Yeah, or you wouldn't say the CTO of Twitch made the streaming site.
Yeah. Actually,
The
our
CTO of
origin
Amazon
story
made
is
AWS.
kind of hilarious. I don't know if you guys know the Twitch origin story. It's-
OpenAI isn't actually open. That's the funny part about people slapping open onto their name just to like use it as a leverage point. OpenAI has no open source.
Monsoon! Thank you for rating me with 67 whole ass people. Ass people, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Could have had two more.
Is OpenAI actually open? No, I think OpenAI is in a committed relationship and they're just trying it out to see if it works, but that's never how it works. It never works out when you do it that way, I think. You know? Yeah. Wasn't it just some guy named Justin trying to stream his friends? No. Yes, basically. So Justin Emmett were like, let's just strap a webcam to Justin's head. Just like, and then just stream it. They wanted to do like basically like the Truman Show.
I was thinking the Truman
Yeah, and this is like before live streaming your life was not really a thing. This was like in 2006 or something. And then they noticed that every time that he played League of Legends, the number of people watching him would like times 10. So he would have like 100 people watching him like cook, but then he would have like 1,000 people would tune in to watch him play League of Legends. And they were like, oh, I see. People want to watch people play video games. And that's how Twitch came about. And that's it. Monsoon rated me and then has said nothing, and no one has said anything. This is freaking me out, actually. This is like the quietest
said hi
raid.
like 20 minutes ago.
I know. Woo! Woo! Hi, Monsoon. Woo! Hi, Kill Dead Speed. Welcome, welcome. It's a ghost raid? Yeah. It's definitely
Happens.
weird. Anyway,
Happens.
Daniel says, if somebody insults a tech woman, you can send her name, for example. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
What sort of Google Translate ass shit is that?
I just don't know what it means. Okay, cool. I think I understand the item.
Okay, what happens if you assign a list into that?
Probably gonna type error. I guess you can have a list of lists.
Yeah, try it, see what happens.
I think it'll actually work. Oh my god, please. Please.
You can end the squacket. Yeah.
This little print 1 2 1 2 3. Or 1 2 2 3. Okay, bye. Bye, Daniel.
Bye-bye!
Thank you for attempting to like me and deciding that I was too much of a real person for you.
This flower has essence that I do not want.
I'm sorry, my essence wasn't your brand of flower.
This essence was repugnant. I will seek a different essence.
I'm sorry. I appreciate that you tried. Everyone's gotta, figure out what they like. I'm not insulting you. I'm questioning your frame of reference. Well, Anthony's insulting you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. I am not personally insulting you. Anthony is insulting you.
Ride.
Yeah. Wait, are you teaching Python? Anthony is teaching me Python. Correct.
Yeah. Happening. Ish.
I'm glad that you think you support women. That's the hero. That's not the hero we need, but it's the hero we get. I haven't figured out why men in tech are so there's so many men in tech that just don't get it. They just don't get it.
Do you mean quote men quote in tech, like the men in tech?
I mean, there's
Or do you
just
mean like the ratio?
no, there's just a large percentage of men who think that they're doing a really good job of supporting women, and they're doing a terrible job.
Oh yeah.
Wolfred, thank you for resubscribing for 3 whole ass months. Welcome back to the bitch stable. I hope you enjoy your stay, and I hope you enjoy the hay.
Wait, are your sub icons just different outlines or on the same thing?
Well, yeah, they're all butts. It's butts all the way down.
They're just different colored outlined butts.
Yeah, different colored butts. I'll make it better one day. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's what we all say, and then we realize we have real lives and don't have time to.
Yeah, we have 9 to 5s, dude. We're 9 to 5s. Jeez, I'm nervous. What are you nervous about? Are you scared you don't really support women? It's okay. We can talk about it.
I promised Chad I'd make an emote like 6 months ago. Still haven't done it. I promised Wolfred I was gonna make merch like 6 months ago. Still haven't done it.
What are you nervous about? What? Wait, what?
Sorry, I'm laughing because there's this terrible game called Are You Nervous?
Are you nervous?
Have you played Are You Nervous before?
No, what does it do? Is it just things that are slightly
It's
off?
gonna sound really fucked up when I describe it.
Yeah, give me a shot. Give it a shot.
Okay, you start with a hand on the knee of another person.
In the video game?
It's not a video game.
Oh, this is a real life game.
It's a real life game.
I'm already nervous. I'm already uncomfortable. Stop touching me.
Okay, well then that would be the end of the game.
That's it.
But if you say no,
Oh, wait,
the hand moves by an inch.
a single inch?
And then the question is asked again.
Are you nervous? Yes.
And then if you say no again, then the hand moves another.
Is this how you find mates, Anthony? What is the point of this game? How do you win?
It depends what your definition of winning is.
What? I hate this game. This game makes me deeply uncomfortable.
I mean, that's what it's supposed to do, to be honest.
Have you ever seen that episode of? It's like an episode of Rick and Morty where they're watching. Okay, well, in Rick and Morty, they occasionally watch something called interdimensional cable, and they're watching commercials and shows from other dimensions. And there's one commercial where it's just a guy being like, do you want more personal space? Well, this is more personal space. And he just keeps increasing the amount of personal space between him and the rest of the world, and I'm that person. The more personal space, the better. I don't really like when strangers touch me. It makes me really uncomfortable. Do not go to Asia, by the way. Just don't.
Do strangers touch you?
Strangers touch you a lot in Asia.
Why?
Because there's no space for people. There's just no concept of
Like you bump
personal
together in
space in
queues and
Asia.
stuff.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, this train, my body's gonna be completely pressed against your body this entire time, and it's totally normal.
That's not just an anime trope.
No, it's way worse in Asia from what I've seen. And if there's this much space between you and a wall, like in America, Americans will find another way to get through there or ask you to move. They'll be like, excuse me. In Asia, they'll just be like, they'll just shove their body into that space. and they assume that you'll figure it out, you know?
Got it.
It's really uncomfortable. That was like probably the first thing I noticed about being in, I'm talking about like China. Well, okay, here's where I've been. I've been to mostly Southeast Asia and Hong Kong and Singapore. I guess Singapore is technically a part of Southeast Asia. I've been to like Malaysia, the Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore. Yeah. I had really red hair as a child, and Asian tourists would try to touch my hair. Yeah. That's fucking weird. Asians also, like, Asians from Asia will also try and touch black hair, which is really not okay.
I mean, white people do that too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very strange. It's a very uncomfortable and weird experience.
Anyway, there's two endings to Are You Nervous? Either it's yes or second base.
Or second base? Wait, you start at the thigh and you go all the way up to the boob?
Well, no.
Wait, what do you think second base is?
I mean, there's two different ways to second base.
Wait, what?
Second base is just touching.
Second base is just under the it's just boob. Or wait, what's second base between two men? I actually have no idea. Or what's second base for a man in general?
Well, where does...
Okay,
maybe it's somewhere around
wait.
shortstop if we're gonna be...
If you said Mel got to second base with me, what does that mean? Does that mean I touched the pee-pee?
I would assume so.
Okay, I feel like for most women, when they say he got to second base with me, they mean the breasticle area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's not really a thing for
programmers. Second base is eye contact. I thought it was like a smiley face at the end of a code review.
They gave me a ship it.
They ship it smiley face.
Very little senior engineer.
If you get a cat gif, it's over. That's third base.
That.
Mel touch my nipple. No, thank you. I feel like second base is a hug. What are we learning? We're learning about the bases, 5-shot. Is this documentation? Yeah, this is PyDoc. We're learning about what bases are. So Monsoon really just rated and didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Is everything okay, yeah. Monsoon?
I mean, it might have been in sub-only mode.
Hello? You okay? I'm back for sharing an idea. Yes!
Aww. Here we go again.
Daniel's back, everybody. What's your idea? Let's hear it. Okay, append an object to the end of the list. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Is this the same as push?
Yes.
Oh.
Although Python doesn't have a shift and unshift.
Really?
Correct. There's another way to do it, but it is not shift and unshift.
Yeah.
Because Python tends to avoid making it easy to do things that are slow. Usually.
What's the idea?
What do you mean, what's the idea?
It goes,
Oh, you're talking to Daniel? Yeah.
like this, right?
Yep.
I forgot I could just type in list 1.
Yep. That's append.
You're append.
You know how you copy and paste and retype this whole thing out? Why don't you just copy the 4 lines out of the REPL and paste them?
Why don't you just... Because I like to force myself to find... Fine.
Oh, Kexit has gifted us some.
Le Quexon! Thank you for gifting a tier 1 gift sub to Recursive Chat. Wow, thank you.
Viewers.
I was saying second base for a dude is touching his nipple. Oh. How is the clownfish who donated $1? Wait, who did? Was that Endless River? Who did that?
No, it was
Was it-
who was it?
Who donated $1 here?
Jihad? Jihad?
Oh, Jihad, yeah.
Jihad.
Mel, I accept you for who you are. You can continue to uppercase. Okay, listen. This whole like showing when it's caps locks, this system message cannot be turned off unless I reinstall Windows. Maybe, and only maybe will that fix it. Is that the
So we're just hoping
worst
that you
thing
get
you ever
enough-
heard?
We're hoping you get enough secondhand embarrassment that it drains it out of you.
I've never been embarrassed about it, y'all. Y'all need to like reevaluate what you're embarrassed by if that kind of shit embarrasses you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're never embarrassed by things that
What?
No, go on.
Who's Recursive Chat? Who is this?
They're from my stream.
Oh. Ooh. What tier of a viewer is Recursive Chat? S through trash.
On my stream or on
Yeah,
your stream?
on your stream.
I'd say they're a solid A tier.
A tier, damn. But what is Le Quexon?
Kegs is probably A.
A
B.
tier, wow. B? Oh, damn. Wolford, you are
Wolford's
trash tier
solid
and you
A.
know it.
You're higher.
No, Wolford wants to be told he's trash.
Oh yeah, Wilfred, you're a dirty little F.
Yeah, yeah, you're...
Man, Wilfred, you want it?
Wolford, get back in your cage, you dirty little F.
Wilfred, you yearn for being D tier, but no, you're stuck in F. You little fuck.
Oh my god. Stop. You should charge.
B is great. B is awesome.
Oh, it's because she's a woman.
If I were a band, Antlock would have put me in S.
It's
I don't
true.
put many people in S.
Le Quexoc, the essence of her flower is not to your liking. Oh, okay. Le Quexoc is S tier for me. Marcia is the only S tier. Marcia is the most dedicated, I think.
Well, yeah, Marsha's like 30% of chat messages that have ever happened in my chat.
Sarcastic Dante has never been to this. I don't like that. Or maybe he does come and he's just quiet.
He's been quiet, yeah.
Sarcastic Dante? He's here? Sarcastic Dante. No. I mean, I think a lot of people, it's just like too late, you know? Because I stream at night and Anthony does streams during the day usually.
Yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna say?
Clear. Remove all items from the list.
Oh, I had such a good story and now I don't remember it. Damn it. Well, hopefully it comes back later. Yeah, clear.
Oh god.
Yeah.
How do I copy in a REPL? Just right click like that?
That's what I do. You can also Control Shift C. And then
Control Shift
V.
C. Control Shift. I hate that. Control Shift V. Ooh. Oh.
Except you did Control V and then Control Shift V. And then you did Control V, Control Z.
Control Shift V. Okay, I did it.
Yeah, so what Control V does is It implicitly it types whatever character you type next. Literally,
Say
it
their
allows you to
name.
type control characters of weird shit.
Say their name 3 times and they shall appear. Does it have to be in the dark into a mirror? Sarcastic Dante. Sarcastic Dante. Sarcastic Dante. Didn't work. We watch Anthony stream while he's working. Do you actually work on stream?
I think Trevor is implying that Trevor is quote unquote working.
Oh.
But I also sometimes do work on stream. when I
Programming
have a-
numbers are bumping in the day and shit at night. There's
yeah.
like a whole class of programming streamer that streams at night that will never break 100. Like they'll like max out at 150 maybe. It's a very different group of people, I think.
Well,
who
I don't
watch
know.
at
When
night.
I streamed AOC, I still got good numbers.
Well, AOC is its own thing.
Own beast.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you stream every day
Yeah.
for a whole fucking month, then it's a little different.
I get a bumper on AOC too, and also you get all the AOC raids, of which there are many.
The slower you are, the
Hated the AOC thing. I hated it. Rah rah rah. Taco meat. Rah rah rah.
was because I didn't pay attention to chat and the streams were short and yeah.
The trick is to do AOC very slowly, like me, with lots of distractions.
Yeah.
Copy returns a shallow copy of the list.
Why not use IPython? Because IPython hurt me a long time ago and now I have trust issues and we're just teaching very basic things. We don't need fancy broken things like IPython.
Oh, I missed his idea. Okay. Daniel says, it's about AI. You are in a large project, but you are alone. For example, it needs SQL, JavaScript, PHP. You write the PHP section, and the AI writes the SQL for you, or you change the code, and automatically other parts of projects dynamically change.
What does this have to do with women?
No, I think it's unrelated to women at this point.
Okay, we've moved on. Mm-hmm. I think the idea that AI writes something for you is grossly misguided.
I think that in general, what people are reacting to OpenAI being really good at is stuff that it has been trained for a ton. Like, AI is
very
really
good
good
at
at shitty
plagiarism.
interview questions because they've seen like thousands of examples of interview questions. Because a lot of people have published answers to interview questions or to like basic algorithm questions. So when someone was like, oh, OpenAI passed a junior developer interview, it's because it has like a ton of training data and it just takes one that's like the best received based on like the information that it's been trained on. So it just steals someone's code and then prints out the code that it stole. And then that's it generating code for you.
Yeah, it's extremely good at regurgitating plagiarism.
In general, AI is really good at just thievery. It's just good at stealing other people's shit.
Yeah.
And making
Same with
like
Copilot.
shockingly small changes to it. Even like the art that a lot of like people who are creating like AI generated art is like, people will have shown like, here's the source art and here's what it actually spit out, and it'll change like a shockingly small amount of pixels of the original art. What's OpenAI? Never heard of it. I just steal code from Anthony's repo. Post commit coming to stores near you.
Have you seen the
Oh my god.
aggressive fork of pre-commit? Wolfram?
Pre-commit starts with the words pre-cum.
Yeah, people have made that joke too.
Is that on purpose?
No.
There's no way that's not on purpose. You just pointed out the 2 words that have the word semen inside of it.
Why would that be on purpose?
I don't know. It just seems
The
like...
git hook is called pre-commit.
Okay.
It's poorly named after the git hook.
I see. Okay. Anyway, so,
Yeah,
I
I
mean...
think the fork is called before commit or something incredibly like
I think
brain dead idea.
Daniel is trying to say his idea is that you only need one person to write a complex thing in multiple languages because AI can write the rest. I think that's what I think we're saying that AI is not there yet. Specifically, ChatGPT is not there yet. From what I've seen, ChatGPT is really good at is when you feed it like very specific information and tell them to like regurgitate it back to you in a certain format. So you're like, here's a bunch of code. Can you make this more concise? It's actually pretty good at paring down stuff.
Yeah, it's like a toddler with an infinite dictionary that it can spew garbage from that it doesn't understand because machines can't understand.
And I've read like people who have used ChatGPT to generate papers and stuff. It's kind of obvious at this point in time. It's like too formulaic at this point in time.
I also just realized that we forgot to teach you something about lists that also, or something about tuples that also applies to lists.
Yeah.
So we did get item and del item, right?
Yeah.
And set item.
Yeah.
There's actually specializations for get item and set item that are slices.
Yeah.
Do you notice slices?
Yeah. Yeah, let me show you.
Syntax for slice?
Yeah, so if you're like... Sorry, we have to like keep doing this.
Oh wait, maybe we did do slices. Did we do slices?
We did it in tuples, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we did do slices. Okay, good.
Sorry, did you want me to...
Yeah, no, go on.
Okay.
Continue. Show me your slicing.
Like that.
Yes, I didn't show you that you can do assignment through slice, but that does work.
You said set item. This is set item.
Yeah, what about get item?
Oh, get item? Yeah.
But yeah, you already knew the thing I was going to show you, so.
Oh, gosh. No! Okay.
Remember, you don't have to do prints.
Why is there a none here?
So, you got bamboozled by type annotations. So you just typed list instead of list_1, which is the type list.
Sorry, yeah.
And in Python 3.9, list square bracket, a type name, and square bracket is a generic type of list. So
Okay.
we'll teach you type annotations at some point, but
Got
so
it.
if you do list square bracket stir square bracket, that is a list of strings. They're the type for a list of strings.
That's like, what happened here?
But you happen to pass a slice into it, and 0:1 is actually an object called slice that has 0, 1, none as its arguments. None being this step. So if you type slice parentheses 0, 1, none, and you shove that into a list in square brackets, it's the same as typing 0:1.
Got it. My idea about the intelligence IDE, you write projects and IDE suggests intelligent things. This already exists.
It already exists and it sucks.
What's it called again?
There's Copilot.
Copilot. This exists. It's popular. It's called Copilot.
And it sucks.
I mean, some people will argue it doesn't suck, but it exists. And it doesn't just exist in Copilot too. I think there's several competitors to this as well.
Yeah.
Copilot is straight shit on a stick. Are you bored yet? Bored with what? I'm never bored. How can you be bored in 2024? You have like an endless entertainment stream in your hand.
It's fucking insane to me that you live in fucking fiscal years instead of real life like everyone else.
Okay.
Oh, yo, we're here at FY24 Q1. Let's fucking go, baby.
This is literally because I've been writing so many documents that just talks about FY24. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Did we teleport? We did. Okay, I have to pee. Do you want to stick around and keep them company, or do you have to pee too or anything?
I gotta fill my water.
Okay, we'll be right back, chat. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't you dare. I gotta pee. Don't leave. Okay, bye.
I'm a businessman. Hero. Can chat still hear me? I don't even know if chat can hear me. Hello? Oh, they can hear me. Oh no. Well, that's the worst. Why? Now you're here, Monsoon. Where were you? We were calling for you. Sing us a song? What kind of song? like a emo song? Oh, you're back. Oh.
I know it's just gonna be a very loud rendition of the Black Parade.
No, why would it be the Black Parade?
A rap song? A song about flowers? Oh dear God. Sing Wonderwall? Which boy band song?
That boy band song does not narrow it down.
Anyway, I have a theory that if you're bored in fiscal year 2024, you're depressed. There's so much to do now. So much to see and do and feel and watch and read.
I do actually have a boy band song about a flower.
How's it go?
It's The Good Left Undone by Rise Against.
Oh God, Rise Against is not a boy band. Stop.
They're a band of boys.
What? That's not how that works. That would mean most bands are boy bands.
Wait, why is their genre J-pop? That can't be right.
I have depression and I miss boredom. Boredom is just like, I don't understand. I feel like I have infinite things to do. I never have enough time to do all the things that I want and have to, want and have to do. I could never be bored.
Dude, what happened to Wikipedia?
What do you mean?
They've got a weird.
Wait, did Monsoon say something while I was gone? Monsoon. Yeah. Monsoon, hi. Thank you for the raid. Where'd you go? Are you okay? Is he just playing scrims or something? Is that why he's so quiet? Okay.
I don't know why. When you Google Rise Against, it says genres J-pop. That's definitely wrong. Okay, anyway, what were we doing?
Hold on a second. Copy.
Don't copy that floppy.
Don't copy that floppy. You wouldn't steal a car, would you?
You wouldn't download a car, would you? Fuck yeah, I would. I download all the cars.
That's not how this works.
What do you mean?
Oh, I see. I understand what I did wrong. Hold on. List 1 is clear now. I forgot we cleared it.
Yeah.
And then if we update list 1, it'll update list 2, right? Because it's a shell copy?
No. A shell copy creates a new structure at the first level, but not underneath that.
Oh.
You're thinking of a reference assignment, which is just two names that point to the same object.
Yes.
So if
I
you have a list
see.
of lists and you do .copy, then you can modify the inner parts.
So if like list 3. How would I mock this up?
Squack it, squack it, squack it, squack it.
You're a squacket.
You could start by backspacing the part you're about to type again. Can you modify some inner parts for me? Are you asking me to mix your shit up, Wilfred? A little forward. Oh, Mario is from Morocco. Well, welcome, welcome. That's a country I don't think I've seen in chat before.
Okay, I did it.
Man, you focused so hard to do that. You just tuned out fucking everything. You had the biggest, like, laser focused face that I have seen. This is the most focused I've
No,
ever
you've
seen
seen me
Melly be
more
before.
focused. You see me do AOC in person, not on stream. Just sitting on your floor of your bedroom in the corner, just doing AOC by myself. That's like the most focused you've ever
Yeah, but
seen
you can at
me.
least talk and respond and be a normal human being.
I am not a ginger. I think controlled bored and anxiety is good. For example, when someone is bored, he or she does new things that may make new ways. I think boredom is just
I'm
made
right,
us deeply.
and that all of this is going through Google Translate.
I think maybe he's using ChatGPT. Maybe it is ChatGPT
No, it's not.
trying to
because I would be
become
able to
self-aware and learning how to respect women. Hi, from my mom's car. Vroom vroom. Morocco is the new football capital, is it? Do you do mobile game dev? I do not. I actually don't even know any languages that that work natively well on mobile. Yeah. I don't know Swift, I don't know Java Kotlin. Yeah. I know none of these things. I'm the worst place to go. Don't you know JS? Yeah, I mean, I can write a web app, but I can't, not like a native.
React Native shenanigans.
I could fuck with React Native. That's
But
true.
no one wants to fuck with React Native.
Correct. Correct. You could, in theory, use React Native. Yeah, I could. Google Translate won't use he, she, but they. That's true. It's true. Most mobile apps are just JS now. Is that true? I feel like that's not true.
Go for clip this time.
What did I do to myself? Don't.
Learning how to respect women. Hi.
My English is not good.
Learning
I
how to
agree.
respect women by cock gobbling.
But it's insulting things that tell somebody to send Google Translate things. Yeah, it's very insulting, Anthony. You're very insulting.
Damn, it's working then.
How dare you? Honestly, Anthony will always be like 10 times more mean than I ever will be.
It's so false.
That's not false.
You're so mean to your chat usually.
Am
I'm
I?
not mean to my chat. I'm just mean to your chat.
You take all your aggression out on my chat.
Yeah.
You like let it build up.
Unless people are being like absolute pricks, and then I'll put them in your place.
Yeah, stop insulting Daniel's English. It's not their fault that they don't speak good English. But you know, I was making fun of Daniel for the weird
The misogynistic
The
parts,
weird misogynistic things. Not for their English.
the essence of the flowers.
The essence of flowers. Okay, count.
We already learned that.
Extend.
That one's new.
It is new. Extend the list by appending elements from the iterable. I'm not sure what that means.
It's like plus equals, but with a method.
Juice calls her chat the bitch stable. Also, Juice, I'm not mean to my chat. What is insulting about calling you the bitch stable? Excuse me? It's not like I call you...
Juice does not see it as a pejorative.
I don't call you little
You have to
bitches. I
earn
call you
being part of the bitch
bad
stable.
bitches. Those are very different things. Bitch is not pejorative in my world, actually. Like in general. Unless preceded with little bitch. Top bitch, that's insulting. Top bitch and little bitch, that's insulting. But bottom bitch and bad bitch, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Bottom's not insulting, top's insulting. You heard it here first.
Yeah, it's because the bottom bitch is the best bitch. It's like me saying, why are you wearing lipstick in the middle of the string? This is insulting. I'm not wearing lipstick. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Wait, what? I'm also not wearing lipstick. Yes, Anthony. What? I'm so confused.
Which one?
It's like me saying, why are you wearing lipstick in the middle of stream? This is insulting.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
I actually only wear eyeliner. I'm kind of anti-makeup.
Yeah.
I only wear eyeliner because I think that's the look that I like.
Wait, weren't you asking Citrus about makeup advice?
I was, and then a bunch of people sent me a bunch of videos, and it was like, wow,
Overwhelming.
that's a lot of work. Like, it's like, I'm not gonna add like 40 minutes to my day, dude. Like, I just got rid of my commute. I'm not gonna replace it with doing makeup stuff, right?
Yeah.
They
Well, I
were-
mean, you could do like the 5-minute version instead of the 40-minute version.
Yeah, I do. It's called putting on eyeliner and calling it a day.
Yeah.
Cause like I've done a full test. What makes the only difference between, I think, me having a full face of makeup and me not having a full face of makeup is the only thing I don't like is that I'm not wearing eyeliner. So I was like, let's just maximize my time and only wear eyeliner.
Yeah, I just mean more that if you're gonna watch makeup content, they're never gonna make a 5-minute video because that doesn't give them mid-rolls. They're gonna make a 40-minute video so you watch the whole fucking thing and they get 6 seconds of ads.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people put on a lot of shit on their face though, and it's really expensive. It's like a lot of people will fucking buy thousands of dollars worth of makeup a year.
Yeah.
I buy the same tube, the same $30 eyeliner tube every 3 months, like clockwork.
I mean, you could also just like buy $1,000 of alcohol instead.
I also don't do that. Men, this is where we fall back.
On the makeup discussion?
Men can wear makeup.
Yeah.
You clearly don't listen to emo.
Yeah, we had this discussion. I'm out of place amongst emos. I listen to my shitty pop punk and call it good enough.
We went to when we were young, and I'm pretty sure the men on average were wearing more makeup than the women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
And more
We
chains.
specifically did not go to when we were young. We attempted to go to when we were young.
Yeah, we went and we got fucked by
Yeah.
the fucking
Wind.
wind.
The wind.
The wind
Damn
blows.
you, wind. The wind does blow. Men look better with makeup.
The irony of that is, you know the pop-up show that AAR did? They have a song called When the Wind Blows, and they haven't played it in concert in like a decade. And they played it at the pop-up show.
Oh. If I'm not mistaken, it's good for dry lips. I think I think makeup companies get people into like the dry lip cycle, where your lips are actually pretty good at self-regulating their moisture, and then if you cover it in like, you know, Vaseline and stuff, then you end up in the cycle where you need Vaseline to have moisturized lips. Yeah. I don't use a lot of products. I'm not a big product user. I don't wash my face with anything but soap. I don't wash my body with anything but soap. I'm a soap user.
But you did try my face washes.
I did, and I ended up with worse skin, so I stopped. I did try Anthony. His face wash does feel good when you're doing it, though.
I'm pretty sure it fucks the environment because of microplastics, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. I don't use a lot of sunscreen, and I should, because I have freckles, and freckles means you're like more susceptible to skin cancer. And I got lots of freckles.
Look at all them freckles.
I got lots of freckles. You can't tell, but I'm a freckly lady. Can you tell?
Oh yeah, I don't actually need chapstick. I literally use it because it's a nervous, addictive habit. I don't actually have dry lips. I just apply it liberally all the time because it's there, and you know, I'm fidgeting at the same time. It's just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of freckles. It doesn't come up on camera very often, but Anthony's first reaction when he met me in person was freckles. Freckles.
It's true. It's true.
You got the freckles.
All right, extend.
No,
Show
I
me
want to
extend.
keep talking.
You can do one method, and then you can have some talkie time.
And then you can have some, and then I can have some talkie time. Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm trying to find an example of the freckles. Sorry.
Are you trying to find like Lucy Liu or whatever?
No, I'm just trying to find a picture of myself where the freckles are obvious.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
What does the slash mean at the end? It means
There's
that they're
the
positional only to the
freckles.
left.
I got the flex, chat. I got the flex. There. Here's my proof.
The frecks.
Freckles. Your profile picture? Yeah. How do you feel about birria tacos? They're tacos, but deep fried. It is the sum of its parts. Everyone likes to have their own luck. That's why I say every flower has its own essence. Daniel, what is your flower's essence? I'm curious what your
Do you want
own
to hear something
flower's
terrible
essence
that
is.
happened at work? So you know how you're saying the word frecks? For some reason that reminded me of the word septum. And someone at work confused the word septum with frenulum.
So someone was like, I got my septum pierced, and they were like, you should not be telling me that.
No, it's the other way around.
Oh God.
They were like, oh yeah, my friend got their frenulum pierced.
Oh no.
And everyone's like, what?
What? Oh hey, Aaron. I didn't know you were here. What's up? What's up? A frenulum is like the...
Just the tip.
You know how like when you have a pee-pee? Okay, this is the pee-pee. This is the... Speaking of chapstick, here's the pee-pee.
Oh.
Okay, are you ready? Here's the pee-pee. You know how the skin kind of like bunches here as it connects to the head part? That little bunch of skin right there, that's the frenulum. This is gonna be good. This is a guy pee-pee. This is a guy pee-pee. You like the face of Anthony being embarrassed? Are you embarrassed? I was just...
No, I'm just double checking your understanding.
This is... Right? That's the frenulum, right?
Yeah. Apparently there's also a
There's a frenulum in your
clitoral
mouth.
frenulum too.
Yeah, there's also a frenulum in your mouth.
Yeah.
So if you lift your lip up like this, the little bit of skin that connects the inner lip to your mouth, that's a frenulum as well.
Is the one under your tongue counted too?
Mm-hmm. The one that connects your tongue to the bottom of your mouth is also a frenulum. Mm-hmm. Women's pee-pees are different? L'exemple! What were they teaching you in France? Is sex ed in French? In France, they just send... I can't say it with a straight face. I like to think sex ed in France is they just send you to Tuscany for a summer with your cousins.
Here, have a bottle of wine and, do a French thing.
Hi, Choco Jacks. I'm so sorry.
Well, you've gotten the huge ball bag fuck raid.
Hi, Choco Jacks. Welcome. What are you two talking about? Oh, frenulums. We were talking about frenulums. How was your stream? What'd you do?
Choco is playing the poorly Vietnamese to English translated Pokemon Crystal version.
Ooh. Wow. Wait. Why did a Japanese game go from Vietnamese to English? I have questions. Hi, Tofu.
Yeah, that part's unclear to me too.
Hi, Tofu.
But like 5 minutes into stream, the dude in the like professor's house gives you a potion, and the like bag the potions are called drug, and putting something into the bag is called bag fuck. And so like 5 minutes into the stream, it just says drug bag fuck, and Choco just starts crying.
Drug bag fuck? Oh man, that's pretty good. That's a 10 out of a 10 right there. That's way better than my theory about what French sex ed is about. Okay. Extend.
Yeah, extend the frenulum.
Extend the list by appending elements from it or bomb. Okay. So let's just start over real quick. Wait,
Yeah,
Command Shift
extend
D.
is basically just plus equals.
How do I clear bash? Control C, Control L. Okay.
Or type clear or type reset.
Control L is pretty good. What does L stand for in Control L?
No fucking idea.
For answering your question, what flower I am? Buds of cannabis. This sounds like a is that low-key a haiku? No, it's off already.
No, it's not.
France respects and considers women with PPs. It's true. Good job, France. Some women do have PPs, it's true. Fuck the bag with your potion?
Yeah?
Aaron, I lifted today.
With the drug?
I lifted today. Do you want to know what I did? I did chest presses and good mornings and sumo deadlifts.
It's
And-
a good morning.
A
You
good
just
morning?
Go, good morning.
It's like you bow it's like you go into a half squat position and you bow your head down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good morning.
While keeping a tight core and a straight back.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. Good guy, France. Advin, thank you for gifting a tier 1 scuba subscription to Choco Jacks. Choco Jacks, welcome to the bitch stable. Choco Jacks is my bottom bitch for the night. Bitch stable. 11 out of 10 coding. No. We haven't done any coding in so long. Okay.
Yeah, because you're supposed to do a ped
Oh my
extend.
god, don't tell me how to live my life, man. You're right. We're not getting to dicks tonight.
Yeah, there's no way we're getting dicks tonight.
Okay, so list _1 dot extends. Wow, Lekexon, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Avant 128. That Fred Jackson fell apart in the middle. The remix of the bitch stable is crazy. Sunday. 3 bitches, 1 stable. Who will come out? The bottom bitch. Okay.
3 bitches, 1 stable, like 2 girls, 1 cup, but for...
Thank you. Welcome to the bitch stable advent. Why on a Sunday? I said someday. Not Sunday. Someday.
It's extend, yeah. There you go.
Wow. Is it gonna work? It worked! We're basically brilliant. Can we do it with tuples? We can do it with tuples. Can we do it with tuples? Let's see if we can do it with tuples. We did it with the tuple loophole. The tuple loophole.
Literally just did it with a list again.
Oh, here.
I was also going to be like, you could just change the square brackets to parentheses, right? But no, you changed all the numbers and left the square bracket.
It's the poop hole, tuple loophole. Okay.
You can also do it with range.
This stream so far is sounding like a somewhat tamer version of the conversations my D&D group have. Oh my god. At what point are you just having phone sex with your D&D group?
They're probably in real life.
I've heard that this is true, that there are like NC-17 D&D groups, but I have yet to discover one. Where are they all hiding? What are they doing?
Mel's like, I just want to fuck a DM.
I know.
What do I gotta do to sign up for this?
That's not what I said. What?
Did I show you range? Did we learn range? I feel like I showed you range.
No. Oh, wait, maybe.
Well, range.
I know what range
variable.
does, though.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You have to find them through Craigslist ads? Okay, but like, I have a question. Does it end, like, say you do, okay.
It ends with getting murdered because it's Craigslist.
No. He's not wrong. He's not wrong, chat. But like, does it just end in, like, if you're doing an in-person game, does it just end in, orgies? Or do you just like rile each other up and then just leave? You just...
Everyone takes a bathroom break.
I mean, I remember doing that in high school.
What?
You never did that in
In high school?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh man, this teacher's really getting me going.
No.
Can I take a bathroom pass for a sec?
No, not orgies. No, it's like when you're like making out with somebody and like you have to like, if you don't like go relieve yourself, it's going to end in sex, and you don't want to have sex yet, so you just go take care of it. You just leave and you go take care of it and you come back. I've done this before. But I mean, like, I also think that I was a virgin for way longer than most people. I held on to my V card until I was 18.
You kept the essence of your flower.
I kept. The essence of my flower was untainted. Oh, I'm learning so much. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh, was there a train? Oh, fun story. So I used to work at Pandora, and for like a long time, because of World of Warcraft, I didn't know that run train was a sexual term. Because, like, people would used to tell me in WoW, like, oh, we're just going to run train on this boss. So I thought it meant we're all going to sequentially take turns, like, attacking or grabbing aggro from a boss. So I thought it was like a fun gamer term that I could use at work when I worked at Pandora. And I was managing a team of 4 men, by the way. So just let's really put this into perspective here. I was talking to 4 men. I was their boss, and I was like, yeah, we should really just run train on this queue, on this like backlog of issues. And then my friend, my very well-intentioned friend who was my direct report, pulled me aside and was like, this term, I don't think it means what you think it means. And I had been using it for like years and no one had said anything. They all just let me say run train on things. Let's run train on the back end backlog. Yes. I would say shit like this. Thank you, Lick Exalt, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Tofu.
So super on topic, did I tell you how I almost got banned from GitLab?
For doing what?
So some product manager at GitLab made exactly the same mistake that you did.
Run train?
Yes, so for the longest time on a pull request, there was a button at the bottom of the pull request that said run train.
Stop.
And
I'm not the first person who's done this.
I made an issue on the issue tracker that was like, hey guys, maybe you shouldn't have a button that says run train because it means something that you don't know what it means. And somebody threw the code of conduct at me and was like, if you continue responding to this thread, we have no choice but to ban you from the platform. And I'm like, all right, you dumb fucks, you're the ones that have a run train button, but I'm the one being out of line.
Okay, team, let's just buckle down and run train this entire week. Is there a non-sexual connotation for run train?
No.
There isn't, right? It only means that, right? I don't know.
Even if there wasn't, it couldn't possibly be used anymore because the most popular interpretation is...
Yeah, that would be like, oh, there's a much more tame version of gangbang. It's like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everyone knows what gangbang means now.
Yeah, we're gonna gangbang these pull requests. Gangbang the backlog. Oh yeah, we're really good to, bukkake out some bug fixes here.
Stop. Actually, I could see saying we're gonna bukkake a bug triage because we have good coverage. Like a bug bash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone has to eat the bug at the end.
Oh my god! Stop. This is a mature stream, by the way. Very mature. I'm gonna remind everyone that this stream is mature. Please be over 18 to consume this media.
I'm so sorry.
Lay some pipe. Okay, index. Return the first index of a value.
Oh, they changed it. It no longer says run train. Now it says start train. It's not much better.
I am 22 and feel too young for this stream. Honestly, you probably are. You should leave. I'm sorry. You're too like barred-eyed and bushy-tailed for this. You don't have like the dark like sardonic outlook of being in your 30s.
Anyway, okay, so extend, cool. We already know index. Insert.
Insert. Let's start over with list. Okay.
List has gotten too big.
It's gotten too big. List 1 dot insert. Does it take more than one parameter?
Yes.
Self index object. Okay.
Takes index an object.
0 0.
Oh, well, you've already answered my first quiz question that I was going to ask, which is how do you implement unshift from JavaScript?
We figured it out, chat.
You did it.
We did it. We figured it out.
This slash means that everything is a positional argument to the left of it. I already told you that 5-shot.
Yeah, 5-shot. Pay attention. Everything to the left of this is positional. You can't have any named parameters.
Okay, anyway, that's insert.
It's totally okay, 5-shot. We talk about a lot of bullshit in between the actual information.
Yeah, like we've barely gotten through list in 2.5 hours.
I'm so
2.5
sorry.
hours of running trains and the essence of flowers. Is it weird that I haven't seen you in person for so long that I can't tell which mirrored version of you is the right mirrored version of you?
When did I see you in person last? October? Did I see you after Vegas? Or after TwitchCon? You came out here for a hike once. Was that before or after TwitchCon?
That was before TwitchCon.
So I haven't seen you since San Diego.
Was TwitchCon after?
I think when we were young
TwitchCon
was after. Yeah, okay. No.
Yeah. Vegas was the most recent.
Okay, I haven't seen you since October. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, are you going to TwitchCon this year?
Probably.
Fuck yeah.
You need to tell me what days you're gonna be there so that I can.
Oh,
figure
do you
out
want to?
hotels and shit?
Do you want to judge the hackathon?
Is it actually gonna happen?
Unclear. I'm trying to get funding for it right now.
Is it gonna be based around?
Don't. That hasn't been announced yet. Just shush.
Oh, I was just gonna say around Twitch features.
Yes, it's gonna be based around Twitch features. Yeah. It's gonna be a Twitch hackathon, correct? TwitchCon is in Paris. It is in Paris for the EU version, and then in the US it's in Vegas.
Worst city ever.
Is there a guide to reading Python docs? I don't understand the option argument syntax. What do you mean? Like this?
Yeah. Oh right, this isn't my stream.
I mean,
I was gonna link a video and then I was like, oh shit, yeah, this isn't my bot.
you can do it. You can find it.
Yeah, I'm doing it the slow way. Here you go. Check out this video. 5-shot.
I like the name 5-shot. It's a good name.
It reminds me of something, but I can't remember what.
Nade shot?
No. Okay, anyway, what were we doing?
Pop.
Inserting.
I know pop.
Pop, yeah. But also in Python, you can pop at an arbitrary place rather than popping from the
Oh.
end.
Pop.
So pop is kind of like this slice.
Can you only pop one value at a time though? Ian Douglas,
Yeah.
welcome. Thank you for rating me with a party of 14 whole ass people. Hello ass people.
But you know how you
doing?
can get item and set item using a slice? You can also
Yeah.
del item using a slice, which is kind of like popping.
But you can only pop one item at a time though.
You can del item a slice,
Yes.
which is like popping.
Which is like popping. But, you know, how do you lock it once you've popped it?
only before you drop it, though.
How does one pop it like it is hot? That is the real question.
I mean, like it's hot.
Okay, what does pop take? It takes a...
Oh, you are right. You already said
Index.
hi to the ass people.
Yeah, I already said hi to the ass people. Hello, ass people. Hello.
So I've been wondering. Some people call plushies stuffies. Is that like a southern thing?
I feel like stuffies is like a daddy little girl thing. I don't know why. Like, I feel like adults say plushies, and then adults who want to feel like children to their significant other say stuffies. That's just a vibe I get. I have no evidence.
Is it I feel like it's a regional thing.
No. Yeah, stuffy sounds sexual. Thank you. There's something about it. Like, I feel like a wife asks for a plushie from her husband, but a little girl asks for a stuffy from her dom daddy. You feeling me? Chat? You feeling me? No one?
No, I am on a plushie forum where they are discussing the etymology of stuffy.
I'm not feeling you. Please stop. Stuffy
Holy
sounds like
fuck,
stuffed
this is a long
animal
thread.
that you fuck. Doesn't it? What are they stuffed with? I feel like stuffies are asking to be
Well,
stuffed.
they're not stuffed with anything yet until
Do you have a dom day? No, I do not. I do not subscribe. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe, please. Please.
I wish you could block people in real life. What are you confused about?
Nothing. I just didn't know it returned something.
Yeah, it gives you the value of
Yeah.
the item that you pop.
Well, now I know.
Mm-hmm.
The more you know. Stuffing the stuff. By the way, what is the new feature where you can mention our streamers in the chat? Oh, I didn't use it. I'm a dork. I should have used it. Yeah, you can like tag other streamers when you're streaming with them. I can use it right now.
Yeah.
Watch me do it. With at Anthony.
Does it notify me? Do I have to consent to this?
No.
That seems broken.
Yeah, people are complaining about it already.
So
But,
I can just stream the Pokemon?
my friend built it, so I can ask them when that's gonna get fixed.
Also, I recently passed the number of followers I have on Twitch with the number of subscribers that I have on YouTube.
Wow! Congratulations. Okay, I'm paying attention again. I tagged you in my title.
Yeah, I see it. I was looking at the hover card.
Yeah, hover. Tech companies not caring about consent. Name a more iconic duo. That's my job, Trevor.
Her job is to consent.
My job is to solicit consent from the user. Well, it's like one half my job. The other half of my job is to provide personal data and delete personal data on request.
It doesn't even notify you when you do it.
It doesn't notify you, no. I think they wanted to keep it like a super lightweight feature, and they just didn't do a lot of the extra stuff, you know?
Anyway, I read through the Stuffy thread, and they just argued didn't have any conclusive evidence.
No conclusive evidence. I feel
whether it's a sex thing or whether it's a regional thing.
it feels really sexual to me. What?
I was wondering why I got the bit sound in my ear, and it's because Xit gave me 69 bits on my stream that I happen to have OBS open and noted instead. I'm not live, am I? Okay, good. Which thing are you doing now?
I'm about to do... Sorry. Remove.
Oh, okay.
But I want to create a thing like that. So it's obvious that it removes. Yeah.
But which one is it gonna remove?
The first one. The 0 index one.
How do you know?
Because that's what the description said in PyDoc.
Yeah, I know, but you can't really tell it from your example.
Okay, fine. Is that better?
Sure.
Ah! Okay. Reverse. We kind of already did this, right?
No, we did reversed.
Reversed?
Yeah. Reverse is different than reversed.
It's a sex thing. They just don't want to admit it. Yeah, it is a sex thing. Like I'm sorry. It's a sex thing. I agree. Why do you call them stuffies, Anthony?
No? No.
Why don't you call them stuffies?
I had never heard that term, and as soon as I heard it, it sounded cringe.
Right? I agree. Yeah.
But admittedly, the first person that said the word stuffy to me is from the South, so that's why I assumed it was regional.
Oh, yeah. They were like, why you got so many stuffies?
Well, they don't have an accent anymore, but they do say tin and ten is the same word.
The old tin-10 merger.
Merger! Oh my fucking god, I've been trying to remember that word for months.
You forgot the word
Months.
merger?
Literally months. I've sat awake in bed being like, what the fuck is that word? Tin, 10, what are you? Merger. Fuck.
You didn't ask your linguistics major friend, Juiceboxhero?
No, I didn't ask any of my ex-girlfriends. No, I didn't.
Oh my god, Anthony has dated multiple Asian linguistic majors.
That wear glasses.
That wear glasses. Don't tell me he doesn't have a
Work in
type.
tech
Work in
and-
tech. What that about, chat? What that about?
There's a bit to unpack there.
What that about? Going through the department. He just gets a department list. He checks all the Asian sounding last names.
Yeah.
He's like, Julie Wu. Sounds promising.
Terrible. Oh no.
5 out of 6 of the girls I dated are going to be teachers. Yeah. Very specific types. Oh, maybe he's into cunning linguists. I've
How many
never
times have you
heard that one.
Jeez.
There is literally a rule in my department that no one was allowed to acknowledge when someone had said that. They were like, just don't acknowledge. Thank you for the 69 bits, l'exemple. Thank you.
Okay, what's the difference between reverse and reversed?
I don't know. Reverse in place. Let's find out. Let's find out. List 1. Well, let's put it back to normal. I forgot I don't have to write print all the time.
Correct. It would have been funny if you did that though, because it would have just printed none.
Okay, so it reassigns it instead of iterating over. Just iterating over it.
Correct. It modifies it in place. Kind of like the difference between sort and sorted. Although I guess we haven't gotten to either of those yet. have we?
We're about to get there. Sort!
Ta-da!
Sort the list in ascending order and return none. The sort in place. This is weirdly spaced. If a key function is given, apply it once to each list item and sort
the M, ascending or descending according to the function values. The reverse flag can be set in order to sort in descending order.
What's up, Monsoon? Yo.
Ah. So this one has everything to the left of it is positional, so itself is positional, and everything to the right of it has to be named.
Correct.
Monsoon! 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 Wow, 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 you're here! Wow, hi, beautiful person. Hello. You gotta go woo whenever Monsoon is here.
Woo! Like that?
You just got noise gated.
Oh, perfect.
Woo! Woo! Personally, if I see dot sort and that it returns none, I suppose it's in place. Okay.
I
Cool.
think Exit's talking to Altas, who has pointed out the Ruby convention, which is that mutators tend to have a bang at the end.
What does the key do in sort?
It allows you to manipulate the number, or manipulate the values to be something else that is then used as the comparison. So for instance, if you had a list that had -1, 2, -3, and you wanted to sort them by their absolute values, you could use key equals abs.
Cool.
Or key equals lambda x, x times x. So why don't you sort the list in reverse too? Have I used come to key? I have used come to key.
What is this word that you're saying out loud?
Comp.
Comp?
So Python 2 used to have this thing called $CMP, which was a function which returned -1 positive, or sorry, it would return a negative number, 0, or a positive number, based on how the two things compared to each other. And then Python 3 got rid of comp and switched it to always using less than instead. And there's a function that allows you to adapt a comp function to a comparator function, to a comparator key. And that's called functools.compToKey. You're really smacking the booty there.
I was indeed spanking Charlie's booty. Dude, I'm actually kind of impressed with the resilience of Squishmallows. Because I've been squishing this bitch for like 4 years now, and she still holds up pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else would...
Because I got this like random like mochi squish from Japantown,
stuffy?
and it got real flat. it got like pathetically flat, but the Squishmallow is holding up pretty well.
I see.
Okay, what are we learning next?
Well,
Sort?
maybe you should write down the example that uses key and use your knowledge of lambdas to show me that you learned something from when we talked about functions.
Wait, I thought key just equals absolute.
No, abs is a function.
Abs is a function?
Yeah, it's a built-in function. It
Hmm.
could be anything.
have to write the word lambda?
Yeah, that's how you define a lambda.
That's so weird. Wait.
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, you started with something that was already in order.
It was already sorted.
Yeah, you should maybe dot sort it first.
I was like, nothing happened. Oh, that makes sense.
Well, you could have just called dot sort on it without a key, and then it would have shown
Oh, yeah, that's true.
you. May
Yay!
have even been more instructive because it would show you that you've actually done something. But
So when you like call a lambda in JavaScript, that's just parenthesis arrow, right?
there are 3 ways to make quote-unquote lambdas in JavaScript. No, 2 ways. Wait, is there a skinny arrow in JavaScript, or is there just fat arrow?
I've only used just arrow like this.
You've only used fat arrow.
Wait, no, just equal caret.
Yeah, it's fat arrow. But you've also used function space paren squarely.
Yeah,
Squarely,
that's
yeah,
what we
that's
call
also
those
an inline
anonymous functions like this.
yeah, but that's also just functions are an expression in JavaScript. They're
mean-
not an expression in Python.
I will almost always just do lambdas like this.
Yeah, with fat arrow.
Fat arrow, squiggly bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but Pythons are different.
Pythons are different.
Yeah, lambdas can only be expressions, and defs cannot appear as an expression.
So, like, when you say it can only appear as an expression, does that mean you can't do any inline logic at all? Like, it just has to fit in one line?
So a statement is something that cannot be part of an expression. But an expression can appear anywhere in an expression. So like, remember when we did times equals earlier and you weren't allowed to print it?
Mm-hmm.
That's because times equals is a statement.
Hmm.
Because assignment generally is a statement.
Got it.
Well, function calls are expressions. Function definitions are statements. Lambdas are expressions. They're an exception to that.
But do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, could you couldn't put like a for loop in here
In where?
in a
In your
lambda.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be an expression.
Okay.
We'll actually show you a way that you can put a for loop in there later. Once we learn a certain thing. Called comprehensions.
We finished. We did strings.
Wait, did we get all the way through lists? Is that it?
I mean lists, yeah. We did lists.
Okay. Alright, quiz time.
Quiz time. I love quiz time.
Alright. Implement pop without using pop.
Implement pop without using pop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pop does 2 things. It gives you the element and
It
it
returns,
returns the
the
value. So make a function that takes a list as the first argument and then the number is the second argument.
You want me to define a function?
Well, yeah, so we're gonna get more stuff out of this as well.
So you wanted it to take a list and an index?
Yep. It might also make sense for you to type the function in a Python file. That way if you typo it or if you have to change it, it's easier than having to retype the whole damn thing and then REPL over and over. Also, Python people will discourage you from using L as a variable name because it's really hard to tell the difference between an L and a 1. My t.py is your butts.py.
This isn't a reserved word, right? I can use it.
It is a built-in function, so it's usually discouraged to shadow a built-in function. That's why it highlighted it a color. But you
I
can
wrote
do it.
my lust on accident. Oh, classic.
I usually use LST as my placeholder list variable name, but it also doesn't matter. You did it again.
Did I write lust again?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. I can't remember how to delete. Please do not ding me. This is Dell item.
The first one that we did up at the top.
Is it up at the very top?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's one of the
Dell.
first magic.
Oh. Okay.
Cool, that looks good. Now run it and see how it works.
I mean... Oh, okay.
Do you remember how to do that?
Yeah, totally. Please hold.
Don't do it like that.
Don't do it like what?
Don't write your test code in this.
Okay, I see. So you want me to just
use your
import
function
this?
in the REPL.
You want me to import this and then use the function there?
Yeah, you could do it like that, or you could use python-i.
What's python-i again?
It allows you to run a file interactively.
So Python...
If you did python-i buts.py, it'll run the but code for you.
Python... So I have to do this in bash, don't I?
Oh
How
yeah,
come-
that noise did stop. Did you have like a loud fan on in your room?
Yeah, I had the
I
fan
just
on.
assumed it was on my end.
It was actually the heater I turned off.
Okay.
I'm
we'll check
sorry.
it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you guys could hear that. Well, now I know. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Okay, python-i buts.py.
Okay,
So-
now you should have my pop as a function.
Okay. I can do this. I promise I can do this.
Backspace and forward space this so many times.
I can do this, I promise. Let's get rid of the last value.
You also don't need to print.
Well, I did anyway.
It'll do it for you.
I popped it! Now let me lock it!
Nice, nice. Okay, cool.
Everybody pop your pussy like this! Everybody! Was the fan really that loud? I didn't know you could do that
now
with
do
files.
insert. Now do insert without insert.
Insert without insert. I pressed I, butthole. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, I just called Vim a butthole. Get out of here, Charlie! You're impeding my ability to do this.
It's focus time. Flush you away.
Bless you. Okay. I have to tell you a story real quick before I do this. I was in a meeting, or I was in a meeting with my cam off, And
Yeah.
I left that meeting and I dialed into another meeting, and I didn't realize that I had dialed in with cam on. But I was like sitting there just waiting for other people to join, and then an external partner joined. And I looked up and like Charlie was in my lab, and I just went like this. Oh my God.
You pulled a what was that streamer's name?
And the guy was like, it's like it's so much more obvious that you like flung that thing across the room than if you had just put it down quietly.
You pulled an alinity, right?
I just oh, she's so far now. Okay, we're focusing. Wait, insert doesn't return. Does it? What does insert return?
Returns none.
Returns none. Okay. Set. I think it.
This one's tricky. This one's... You have to combine a bunch of different knowledge.
Yeah.
And something that I don't know that you know.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. I think I can do this.
Okay.
It wouldn't be index, it would be value, right? It would be value
Right, yes,
index. Index and value.
Yes.
I think index is usually first, right? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually index comma value.
Okay. It's like I want to take it and then I want to like... I want to like split it into two and then extend the first one and then recombine them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't really
You
know.
could do it that way, yeah.
I don't really know how to split it into two. Is split a thing?
You know how to do something that's similar to that.
Something
Like in JavaScript, you would use what functions?
I would use dot split.
Arrays don't have dot split.
I would use... Oh, I have slices.
You have slices.
Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Slices are inclusive, right?
No.
They're not inclusive.
They're sort of inclusive. They're half inclusive. They're left inclusive, right exclusive.
Left inclusive, right exclusive. So this will work.
Yeah. Except they're not commas.
You're right. Sorry.
You don't have to apologize. Also, the first element in a slice defaults to 0, so you don't need to put it. And the last element in a slice, or the second element in the slice defaults to the length of the list, so you also don't have to put it.
So I just put that?
You can just do index colon and colon index.
Why can't I delete this? Am I having a
'Cause
stroke?
You're in replace
I'm
mode.
in
not
replace
insert
mode. Why am I in replace mode? How did I get here?
I don't know, press
I
escape
hate
a bunch
it.
of times, then put it in insert mode.
How did I get here? Like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see, we were supposed to return none and change my list in place. We can't just assign it. That's just gonna make it.
I
change
knew.
what
I know.
the
It's gonna be
name
in
points
scope.
at.
It's gonna be in scope. Yeah. Do I type global?
No, it's not a scoping issue. Remember, assignment doesn't actually change the value. It just attaches a name to something. So you need to mutate the value that you got passed in. Extend is a mutator, for instance.
Yeah.
What other mutators did you learn? It's basically
Yeah.
all the functions that tuple doesn't have are mutators. One of the first ones we learned is very helpful.
Append? Oh,
Not the
append.
first one.
Clear? Copy?
Clear might be helpful, yeah.
Why would clear be helpful? Wait, okay. So what's wrong with reassigning it here?
Doesn't do anything.
It's not a scoping issue.
Assignment just attaches a name to a value. It does not modify the object. So my list equals assigns a local variable to that value. It doesn't change the value that got passed in.
What does that? Okay, so but how does clearing my list and then assigning it afterwards help? Like how?
Well, you're not going to assign it.
Extend append?
You could extend and append. Yeah.
This is a lot, by the way.
Yeah, this is not the way that I would do it, but I'll show you the way I would do it after you get all this done. Okay, let's try that.
Has no extra mouth. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
What's wrong now? Int object is not iterable. Oh, extend has to be an iterable. Mm-hmm. Wow, errors are so much better in Python.
It's not just undefined has no or what was it? Not callable while accessing undefined.
It just tells me everything that's wrong. It just tells me. What is that about? What? Why?
So extend of a list containing one value is usually better written as append. You'll need to restart your interpreter to get the name version of this.
Yeah, I know. I'm like in the wrong place.
Control C to stop entry. Okay.
Now it's not flat.
No, it's not flat. Because you used append where you wanted extend and used extend where you wanted append.
Oh my god, what did I just do? Okay.
Undo in Vim is U, while not in insert mode, by the way.
Got it. Ah!
Yeah, you forgot to get rid of the squackets.
The squackets! What are you doing here, squackets? Get out of here. Get out of here, you with the squacks. How dare you squack? Okay. Yay! Totally working as intended.
Nice. Okay.
We-
So let me show you some ways to incrementally improve the code that you wrote. Because that works. That satisfies the problem. Open up butts for me.
You want me to spread my butt for you?
Yeah, show me them cheeks.
Yeah, okay.
Clap, clap. Okay, so the last line there where you do extend list 1 plus list 2.
Mm-hmm.
This is slightly inefficient because list 1 plus list 2 is going to build a whole list object, then throw it away. So it's actually more efficient to call extend twice with each list separately.
Like,
It's not-
meow?
I'll wait for 15 seconds for stream delay and then I'll be able to answer you.
Like, meow?
Yeah, like.
Can I do this? Is this like a JavaScript only thing?
No, there's no chaining here because extend returns none. Sometimes some objects have that.
You can
cutesy
only
chaining stuff,
chain
but,
if it returns the value.
only if it returns itself.
If it
Yeah.
returns itself, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to see the one-liner version of this function?
Yes.
So you can use. Well, actually, maybe I'll give you a hint and you can get to it. So remember earlier we learned that setItem supports slices.
Mm-hmm.
So how could you use a slice to do an insert? First, how would you implement?
Well, hold on.
I was gonna say, how would you implement setItem using setItem? And then I was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So far, we've only.
Wouldn't this just replace the value that's there though?
Yeah, if you just did index, but if you do a slice. The index plus 1 would
Stop.
replace
No,
the
no, I know. I think what I have to do is do like my list and then take index and then move it all over 1. Does that make sense?
You don't actually have to do that, it'll do it for you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for this free scoop subscription, RoboDom, and have a good night. You're the best one. Oh my god, welcome back to the bitch stable. You're amazing. Wait, so if I slice my list from index to the end,
If you assign to a slice, Python will just fix your list for you. You don't have to worry about it being the right jaggedy.
wait, so if I just do index to index plus 1 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it'll just fix it for me?
Yep.
Why would I assume to know that?
Because you did it earlier and it worked fine. This is close. Let's try this and then we'll debug it and fix it.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sirree. Let's
Yes,
try
sir.
that. Oops.
You would assign a slice of pizza to my mouth? You would. You would, DC. You would.
Can only assign an iterable.
Yeah, so the right-hand side needs to be
Needs to be iterable.
Irritable, yeah. I think this is the longest I've seen DC land in, or last in your chat without saying something bannable.
You're doing great, DC. What you can't see is that he's saying all these things with a super racist accent.
Just like the Matrix.
Just like when we watch The Matrix.
Oh, that was funny.
It's racist and you think it's racist. Ah.
Alright, take a look. It did something.
It did something it did I wanted it to do. Oh, I know what I should do. Melly Beans figured it all out.
Oh,
What
yeah?
a smarty pants Melly Bean. She's so smart. Wow, wow, wow. So smart.
Oh, I see. You're working around the problem.
Well, no. It would push it to the right. It would push things to the right. Did Melly Bean do it? Did she do it good?
This works for some values of index.
What?
So try it with your test case, and then I'll show you something where it doesn't work.
Yeah, it totally worked. We're brilliant. Okay.
Alright, now insert something at index 0, 1, 2, at index 3.
Boo! Boo Radley! We hate this.
What the fuck did that do?
And put it at the... Put it at the second to the last value. I don't know why, actually.
The fuck? I expected key error. I expected index error.
I actually don't know why I
Okay.
did that. Why would it do that? Why would it push out my list index out? I mean, oh, I guess...
Oh, because index...
Yeah. That does make
Oh, I
sense,
meant to
actually.
say index 4. No, it did the right thing there.
Oh, okay. Oh, index 4 is where the error would happen. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So the trick here is that you can make an empty slice.
Oh.
You can assign to an empty slice.
Can assign to an empty slice?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
So if you go back to your code,
Yeah.
instead of doing index plus 1, you
You
can just
just-
get rid of the plus 1.
What?
And everything after... and then
Oh,
everything
it'll just
after
create
value.
indices for that?
Yep.
How would you expect me to know that trick in a million years?
Well, you knew about slicing. You knew about signing slices.
I didn't know that index would be magical.
Well, it's an empty slice, right?
Yeah. That's just surprising.
Well, there has to be a base case somewhere, usually. Anyway, the way you wrote it was fine. This is just way more efficient and shorter code. You have to restart that interpreter. Yeah.
Yay. We did it, chat. We did our
Nice.
homework. Aquafunkalistic booty wrap consigned to an empty slice is a new
Actually,
emo
that
band name.
technically goes out of bounds, but you get lucky due to the way slices work. So there probably would actually need to be an index check, so maybe my better version is worse.
Yeah, your better version sucks. My version's great.
So you would probably need a bounds check.
Sometimes I think Python does things magically and then Anthony explains it and I realize nothing is magic and everything has a reason. Why do you let him ruin the magic for you? He's like that lame uncle that tells you that Santa isn't real.
What?
Yeah, ruining the magic for you.
No, I'm just explaining how Santa works.
How Santa's not real. Don't lie to me more.
What?
Yeah, Santa's not real. I'm willing
You're
to say
the fucking
that.
uncle then.
Dude, if Santa's real, that's a terrifying world. A world in which Santa is real is terrifying. There's like a man who can
Or the
see
fucking
everything
tooth
you
fairy?
can do.
I get everything under your pillow and grab your teeth and oops, I left a little bit of money for you.
Yeah, dude, why is this fairy buying body parts? He brings stuff, he's done stuff. I feel like there's like this terrifying subset of viewers that watch me because they think I'm into like daddy dumb stuff. It's very
Like Gryffindor
it's very
calls you mommy.
it's oh no. We've created the worst version of chat. If Santa isn't real, what motivation do I have to behave morally? Well, you live in a society, Trevor.
In a world.
You live in a society. Non-Santa believers explain this. Wait, what? Okay, we're gonna find someone to raid. Because we're done, right?
Yeah, we don't have time for dicks.
Okay.
And it's fucking late here.
Okay.
And I have to get up at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
What are you doing at 8 a.m.?
I have a meeting with Vienna. I have to do my morning sausages.
What's a morning sausage?
Oh, So, because I'm meeting with someone in Vienna.
Mm-hmm. Vienna
I
sausages.
explained this once to
I
Citrus.
understand now.
And
Vienna
Citrus
sausages.
was like, oh,
I understand.
you're meeting with Vienna sausages.
Why do you know who works in Vienna? Is that like a specific team?
Like a chunk of a big bunch of Sentry.
Oh, wow. Is it based out of Vienna?
Specifically, I am speaking with Armin, who created the Python web framework called Flask.
Ooh, okay. Here are options. We can raid Time Enjoyed.
I'm down for whoever.
I feel like we haven't raided Time Enjoyed for a while. And we raided Grim last time.
True.
So let's raid Time Enjoyed.
Okay.
Looks like she is building a tarot card reader to her website in Django. Fun, fun, fun. Super, super fun. You all get to play with Django. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me so much. I had such a good time. We learned so much. Thank you, of course, to Anthony Writes Code. He is the MVP. He's been teaching me Python out of the goodness of his heart, and he hasn't been charging me because I guess that's like an ex-girlfriend perk or something we've established. So please go follow Anthony. If you want to follow me on Twitter, please do, even though the Burb app is the worst nowadays. If you want to join my Dick Sword, please do. I will post sparsely, but you'll know when I'm live there, so that's true. And let's raid Time Enjoyed. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I literally love you. Stick around for the raid, say hi. If I stick around, they'll read my tarot cards. Mm-hmm. I'll do a one card pull. One card pull. Okay. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I love you. Bye. Mwah.